we need some. Give me a
Let's
Modelo.
get it!
Yeah.
Episode 15 of the Free Talk Podcast. I go by the name of Glorious Sin.
DHPOV.
Your boy Will K. Show Off.
We got two special guests on the podcast this evening. Go ahead and introduce yourself, fellas.
Ricky P, Delaware Originals.
Radio Shack in the building. DSU Circle.
All right. So I wanted to get into that romper talk, but my man Shaq, real quick, while we on air, I wanted to ask you that, but I figured I'd ask you on air just to get you, you know what I mean?
Copy.
Is your real name Shaq?
My real name is Meshach.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
I thought you used the Radio Shack as your as your moniker, and then you just took the Shack and just fucking called me
ran
Shaq.
with it. Yeah, so it's
Shaq.
Radio Shack with an H. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Cause my real name is Meshach, and that's some funny shit because coming up in the BX in those days, that shit was not
you
cool.
introduce yourself as me Shaq.
Nah.
But was you Shaq before
I'm Shaq.
Shaq?
Oh, I've always been Shaq.
Before Shaq.
Before Shaq.
Okay.
So
You know what I'm saying?
You took
from
the me
day
off.
one.
You took the me off.
I ain't take it off. The streets took it off.
The street said,
You know what I'm saying?
Shaq.
Like
Your
Shaq.
name's
Like
nigga.
when I walked down, they was like, "Hey, what shit?" I'm like, "Yeah, Meshach." They like, "What?"
Nah, it's Shaq, dog.
Meshach, yo, Shaq, nah.
Meshach.
Yeah, they're like, nah, Shaq. Yeah, like I couldn't even speak. I'm African. Meshach. You know what I mean? And my whole
Meshach
family's Jamaican.
Oh,
So when my moms would scream my name out the window, Cass is like, what the fuck is that? Is that like a mating call? What is that coming out the window?
Meshach,
You
come
know what I'm
in.
saying? So my dude's like, yo, bro, you cool and all that. You know what I'm saying? If we gonna run, we gonna have to, you Shaq. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna be going up the block and yo, it's us. Meshach got, nah. So I was Shaq forever. And then when I seen Shaq come out, you dig me?
Right.
You owned it.
I was like, that's hot.
Right,
I've
right.
been owned
Popular.
it. I always own me. But I was like, yo, that's hot. He did with the Q. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
good. You know what I'm saying?
So yours is spelled with the CH.
CH. MEESHACH.
Okay.
Meshach.
Okay.
It's kinda
Bible
original.
story, by the way. You know what I'm saying? That's from the
Okay.
Bible.
Oh, Meshach
It is.
Shadrach,
Yep.
Meshach, and
And
Abednego.
Abednego. Okay.
Walked through the fire, never
at
got
y'all.
burned.
Look at y'all.
Won't he do it?
Heaven's
Yeah.
Gates going to open right up here,
Right.
man. I salute you,
Yes,
man. Yes, sir.
But yeah, man.
All
So
right.
yeah, so when I started this, when I said I was gonna do an actual radio show, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yo, this is my Instagram name before the radio show.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, fuck it. I
Radio
was gonna put your
Shack,
Shaq. Some dude with like two followers got just regular Shaq, SHACH.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I gotta come up with something.
Right,
And then
right.
I thought that Radio Shack shit.
And
But
then from there you said,
Yeah.
might as well fucking do radio.
Yeah, that's
I got invited on the show. And
On the show you
on
do
that
now.
station. Down, let me shout out the Hottest Live.
Yeah.
Shout out to the
them.
Hottest Live Radio
Live
down in
24,
Camden,
yep.
Black Cat Studios.
Yep.
My man Skip, the whole
Yep.
crew down there. You know what I'm
Yep,
saying?
yep,
So that's
yep.
where we based out of. My show is called Alive 25. Every Saturday, you can catch me at 11 a.m.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? My man DH was on
Yep,
last
yep,
week. Had a
last
great
week.
time.
Yep,
And
yep.
what we do
Probably
is
was
very
talking bullshit.
Nah, he was
was
good.
talking
He
bullshit.
was
He was talking bullshit. I already know. I didn't see it. I know he's talking bullshit.
Yo, but we do something very similar to what y'all do. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
Just talk
okay.
about everything. I talk about everything what's going on in culture, bring
Yeah.
people on and all that. But we also play music. You know, it's a countdown.
So are you a
can-
DJ too?
No, I'm
Not
not,
really?
but I look like about 100 DJs, so I get that shit like all the time.
So you
Could
don't
be.
do the DJ segment?
I
you
do.
just- okay.
No,
you
I
do
don't do it. We just play like a top
play a
25.
playlist. Okay,
you know what I'm
you play a
saying?
playlist.
So I picked the top 25 songs that I think for my crowd
Right,
because
right,
he
right.
definitely didn't like the list.
Who did?
You know what I'm saying? D was like, nah,
So what's the
chill.
list?
My list is.
So what's the
all
type of music you
First
into?
off, I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm older than y'all cats. You dig me? So I'm on the 4th floor. My listeners and all that, they don't want to hear
The old shit.
trap music.
Right.
So are you? The
I gotta
old
play
head
something.
that
I'm
don't
not.
embrace the new culture.
I'm not because I got a 17-year-old son, and that's
Got
something
it.
we talked about. Like I think that there has to be room for everybody.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And hip hop has grown to the point where now you got different genres within just
sure.
hip hop. So I think that the young cats, certain young cats, they do what they're supposed to do, and I don't knock they hustle. And the certain young cat songs are so popping, I have to put on the countdown.
For sure.
Because if I don't, my countdown really ain't validated. You know what I'm saying? So
You can't
like
be
when
playing,
like when Black
36
Beatles,
Chambers,
exactly.
You know what I mean? 2017.
Exactly. That's
Hot
not going.
25,
That's
yeah.
that's not live.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I
not
mean.
live,
So
yeah.
like when Black Beatles was all the way up there on every Billboard chart, I couldn't be like Black Beatles is one of the top.
Plus, it
25
got Gucci
songs.
on it, so that's a pass.
I
You throw
guess.
Gucci on it is cool.
Gucci, I guess.
You know,
Is that
throw
Gucci?
I don't know.
That's the Mandela
I
effect.
never got it. That's the Mandela effect. Who knows? Who knows?
Gucci effect.
This is a guy that's talking some shit you don't really understand, but it's saying hard. I don't know sometimes.
But yeah, so now I got shout out to Shay Star. I don't know if y'all know she down in Dover. She do a thing. She all over though, but she interviewed me on her show because I'm a Del State alumni. I'm from the BX originally. Right. You know what I'm saying? Came out here to Del State and stayed down here.
Shout out to BX though.
Shout out all day. 718 Cedar Ave, Fordham Road. Where I came up was all the way live all day, every day.
Shout out to the fact that if you from New York, nobody got to ask you if you from New York. Like
Right.
you just know. There's never been another state to where you can walk into a room and there's no doubt you're from New York. Like I didn't have to ask you from New York. Like I from down south, you from Atlanta. It's like you don't know if it's Mississippi, you don't know if it's Atlanta, you don't know if
Even
it's
like the West Coast, you don't know if they from Cali. Sometimes they could be from like just the Midwest.
Anyway,
period.
right.
Yeah,
But
like,
the funny shit.
when somebody from New York,
Yeah.
which is the crazy.
The
Yeah.
funny
Or
shit
maybe
is,
Jersey sometimes.
First of all, yeah, nah. Funny shit is Jersey niggas sound like Jersey. Nah, you know why? Because it's funny when you come out of Del State. When you come out of Del State, shout out to all my Del State alumni and all that. When you come in on Del State, that's how cats originally start to click up. You know what I'm saying? Where you from and all that.
Yeah, DC.
And that's when DC, Wilmington, Delaware, DC.
Right,
so
right.
it's similar to us. It's like when you know what I'm saying, a dude from, no disrespect, like a Newark cat be like, we Wilmington.
Right.
When Jersey cats be like, we up north. We be like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
There's
y'all
more
more
north
north.
than y'all.
Right.
So,
And we are
so what
completely-
about
once you go over the bridge, we completely different.
so what about Boston? Boston more north than y'all.
Gunshots to Boston.
Boston more north
But
than y'all.
yeah, and you see how they sound. They retarded. Yo, listen. Yo,
I
no
don't know.
love for
Similar.
Boston, bro.
The Boston women kind of sound like New York women a little
Nah,
bit.
nah,
I don't know. The
nah.
Italians in
No,
Boston.
no, 'cause the
them
Boston-
townies,
Nah,
the
that shit a
townies.
little stronger. Like,
Boston, they be like, let me get a card. Let me get a card.
Completely
Yeah.
different.
That's what the Italians in New York
but the
sound like.
funny shit is though,
No, disrespect.
when I talk to my peoples at home,
Nah, sometimes.
they be like, yeah, you country, man.
Wait, why?
They because
Yeah.
'Cause
to
you came
me-
down here.
No, because to me, I sound different. You gotta understand. I've lived down here now for 20 years.
Right.
Got
So
it.
it is
Yeah,
slang
it is a little-
that
like I can
we
hear it a
talk
little bit,
about.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That from down here they don't got. You know what I'm saying? And they hear it, whereas y'all be like, "Yo, you from New York?" Right away, they be like, "Ah."
Well,
Damn,
yeah, we
bro.
hear it, but because New York has a different like terminology altogether.
New York is like its own.
Let me get a
world.
hero.
It's like his own world. Y'all got
Yeah,
your own
yeah,
style.
and
Let
New
me get a
York is
hero.
really
Let me
its
get a hero.
own
Let me
world.
get a hoagie.
Yeah.
We're talking
A
on
gyro.
style.
A gyro.
Hero. And they call it hero.
See, we call subs, but when you say subs to New York, they be like, "Are you catching the sub?"
Nah, in Philly is a hoagie. Philly call it hoagies.
yes.
So New York cats ain't wearing rompers, is what you saying? They
There's
too
a lot
cultured.
of New York cats wearing rompers. I'm sure once it pops off, you gotta first off, you
Maybe
gotta.
New York cats
They
started the
started
romper.
that shit,
I think y'all
probably.
might have started it.
Oh, don't play.
I think y'all might have
Trendsetters.
started it.
Y'all
Yo,
start everything.
I'm
yo,
glad
New
you put
York
it out
kind
there.
of
I'm
do
glad
be
you put it
like
out there.
trying new shit, and sometimes it miss. I'm just because y'all so cultured,
If any
Harlem.
popular rapper in New York would wear a romper, the first dude would be ASAP Ferg.
ASAP Rock. Oh, okay. First.
Right.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
Rocky.
ASAP Ferg.
Excuse me, Rocky.
Right,
Excuse me.
right,
I was gonna
Yeah.
say,
Rocky
I don't
would be
think
the
Ferg would
first
do
dude
it.
to rock a romper and
Right.
feel comfortable.
he was
Oh,
one of
yeah.
the first skirt wearers,
skirt wears.
and I ain't gonna hold you. I mean, it didn't look terrible.
Right.
Wow.
I wouldn't do it. But sometimes New York cats can get away with shit because Cam wore the pink, but
Right.
most
When
ain't
niggas
nobody else
wasn't
getting
wearing
away with
pink.
wearing the
You
pink
know,
first.
but Young Thugger.
Nah.
It's not just New York. So Young
Thug
Thugger,
ain't
right?
really getting away with that. They clowning Thug.
in the A,
They clowning Thug though.
Yeah, he not starting.
Globally,
trends
they
with that.
clowning Thug.
globally they clowning Thugger.
But his
That's a
music's too
fact.
hot, so we let it fly. His music.
But what you heard about Thugger,
Sometimes it's hot.
I don't want to
Sometimes
get
it's
into that
not.
because I don't want to say like you got to do what you rap. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
but the
nah,
word on the
yeah,
streets for
yeah.
Thugger is, regardless of how he dresses, he
I
was
heard he
down
get
there
busy.
putting down that work.
I heard he get busy.
Anybody
too.
that want that smoke could get it. You
Here's
know what
the
I'm saying?
thing.
Back in the day, so
if a dude coming to you trying to rumble you and he got skinny jeans on and a skinny shirt, I don't think you can fight him, man. I think if you wearing
a
skinny jeans,
lose-lose no matter what.
Because if you win, it's like I mean he has skinny jeans. You gonna fight a skinny jean dude?
okay, so you made reference to the old versus the young rapper dude,
Right,
right? So
uh-huh.
this is my issue with the younger cats.
Okay, let's go.
Y'all force the fashion. So even cats like my age
Gotta do
gotta
it.
be tighter than what we want to be. You
gotta
understand what I'm
go
saying?
Oh, can I say something though? What about I don't know his name, but like Cool G Rap or someone that used to
Cool G
wear
Rap?
the tight clothes.
Yeah, no, that was back then. It was good. So when Lee's first popped and
Leather.
all that, it was tight then. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right,
Like
right.
when Melly Mel came out with the all leather, you talk about rompers.
Yeah.
Melly Mel and them was rocking all leather onesies with a cowboy boot and a
they was
sombrero.
winging it a
All right,
little
what
bit.
was that about?
It was winging
That's
it.
what the fuck they was on. Yo, you gotta remember that hip hop came out of the disco era. Right?
And
So
it
the
was on
first
the
cats
tight.
to
Mhm.
really be like, listen, we want to be bigger than just our block. First off, shout out to
Sugar Hill Gang?
according to hip hop history, hip hop did start with Kool Herc in Cedar Park. I grew up on Cedar Ave. You know what I mean? Right down the block. So respect that. And I was born in the 70s.
Okay.
When all that was going on, so even though I wasn't old enough to know what was going on, that shit, the vibrations was just up in me the whole time. Like that's the thing about growing up there. Like it's always music playing, no matter what. If it's coming out of somebody's window, somebody's car, somebody walking down the street with a radio, that's why it's called the Boogie Down Bronx.
So cool question. So the
that was
fact
good
that you just
history
gave us
lesson.
that history,
That was a good history lesson.
are old heads just contradict, like they contradict themselves because
They
talk about the skinny jeans stuff. The only difference between the skinny jeans now and the leather tight pants that Run DMC and them dudes wore, or maybe not Run DMC, but you know,
I got you.
Was the fact that we got the internet to now make it a wave to people not only in New York, but because if the internet was around back then, maybe people in Cali and all them would have
been doing the same
thing. So that's the only difference is the fact that they got the internet to show you I got skinny jeans.
It's more forceful now.
That is true.
or it's more influential because now the popular person, a million people can see what they wear every day because
No matter where you at.
internet.
No matter where you at, yeah.
Right.
No matter where you at.
So now it becomes a trend.
So first off, let me get this. That's why, you know, when you talk about New York and all that, that's why back then we were super popping. Because a lot of those trends were starting there.
And probably just living there.
And living there because you didn't see it. We didn't have that
Yeah.
instantaneous. You take a snapshot, here I go in this outfit, and
Now
then
everybody
everybody's
doing
running and buying it.
Right.
So back to Del State, when we came down to Del State, it was like, well, damn.
Yeah.
Like, yo, when we was rocking Baldies,
Like
At Del
baldy,
Sta-
like I got
Baldy.
baldy. Right, my man. Represent that baldy.
my
man. Leave that
baldy,
out,
my
brother.
baldy right now is involuntary. It don't matter. It was happening.
Mine is
anyway.
involuntary, too. Yeah,
Exactly.
shout out to that.
But back then, it was
Shout out to male
voluntary. I
pattern hair
chose
loss.
to shave my joint off,
Right,
and
right,
Cass
right.
was like, me and my mans, we walking around. That's just how we was doing it at home. That was the whole, you know, camo.
That was
camo-
Onyx. That was Onyx.
No, but it was before Onyx. You understand? And when they saw us come down there with it, because they didn't see the popular people, what they deemed as popular, doing it, they was like, what's wrong with y'all? But then Onyx pops off,
My man from Moesha.
and then, exactly, he was definitely in Moesha.
Moesha.
And got the nerve to try to fight
Fredro
cats on a
Star.
Breakfast Club.
Right,
Fredro.
Fredro.
Oh, yeah.
Turning up.
That's the first thing I would have
Fredro
said to him
wild,
if I
man.
was
You
Charlamagne.
was in Moesha, dog.
I'd have been like, "Use in Moesha, my
You was
G,
in
my G.
Moesha.
Come on, bro. How tough are
Come
you?
on, man.
You know?
It's in Moesha.
But when they saw Onyx, it was cool.
Right. You cute from
You understand?
Moesha.
It was cool.
He was that dude.
Before
though.
Onyx, it was Guru though, right? Ball head slick.
But it wasn't that movement. One dude with a baldy wasn't a group of dudes with all baldies. That's a trend.
I feel like
Right,
Jordan did the baldy, right? Jordan made the baldy
He wasn't
cool.
rapping though, and in the hood.
Right, true.
And it wasn't
true,
talking
true,
about
true.
shooting cats
True,
and,
true.
and all the other stuff.
True.
Throw
And
your guns
stomp.
in the air.
Right.
Think about it. That was the hook on the song.
Yeah.
Throw your guns in the
Yeah.
air.
Sticky
And
had a bald head too.
Like you just don't. They all
Sticky,
did.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's when it was like, oh, because at first we was like, and then me coming to Delaware, I look like a lot of cats in the X. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
look like a lot of Puerto
Fat
Rican
Joe.
cats and
Right.
all them cats. So the first time me coming down here, shout out to my man Dave. I don't know. Shout out to my man Dave up in Wilmington. He stutter. I call him
Right.
2
I do
times
too.
and all that. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Not like Dave.
I do.
Dave stutters when he texts. Listen, what I'm saying is, my man Dave was the first one to
Kenny
kill
All
me
correct.
with the joke of, yo, you white. Like, what's up, white boy?
Right.
Because I go, Del State is a HBCU, and here I am. You understand what I'm saying? And
Oh,
they like,
fuck it.
oh, you're a white
freckles.
boy. And I
My
was
mom got
like,
freckles.
where the fuck is this white boy shit coming from?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was the first time coming down here and hearing that.
Yo, I never knew people voluntarily, whatever the fuck it is, shave their head bald until I seen my man Kiss come with a shape up. I'm like, where the fuck that shape up
Exactly.
come from? I don't know if y'all peep. My man Kiss got hair now.
Yeah.
And back in the day, Kiss ain't never had no hair.
Yeah.
That nigga's got hair. I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
why the
man.
fuck you got hair? I guess.
What he used to do it on purpose?
Yeah,
guess.
it's the same
guess.
shit with us.
I never
being
knew it was a thing.
17-year-old kid down in Dover rocking a baldy. They was like, "Are you a skinhead, bro?
Right,
Like, what are
yeah.
you doing?"
Yeah.
And it wasn't until Onyx popped off. Back to what we were saying.
Such a
Onyx
pleasure.
popped off that they was like, "Oh shit."
And people don't wear baldies voluntarily nowadays.
Not at all.
Not at all.
No.
Like I ain't never met a voluntarily
most-
bald dude.
No, well, yeah, you're right. Because if the young cats, all you old OGs that's rocking ballies with the beards and all that, you're right.
And listen,
it's 'cause we don't
I
got
know
it.
you're a LeBron fan, but the reason why Jordan will forever be greater than LeBron because Jordan shaved that thing off. LeBron too self-conscious. Shave that thing off, LeBron.
But it's the
Shave that,
internet
nah,
era,
shave that
though.
thing off, bro.
Endorsements
Nah,
is
shave
good.
that thing
no,
off.
I 100,
Own it.
100% agree. 110%.
Own
My
it.
two biggest faults about LeBron is
That's
he
how-
cries too much to the referees. But if you go back and look, everybody cried at a ref.
Everybody
It's just
cried.
that he's so focused on
And
that.
he's so big, it's like, dog, he tapped you.
exactly. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? But
And you supposed to be the greatest.
my second biggest issue is he
got hair
would not
transplants.
cut off that shit.
He got hair transplants, and he got hair transplants. But yo,
And he definitely
it
went.
sound funny, but that tells a lot about you.
His
You're a little
character.
self-conscious, which is why you might fold a little bit and pass in the
Hold
clutch.
on, no, for the money though.
well-
What if his
Dog,
manager
do you,
was
well-
like,
do you think these companies probably like LeBron? This little receding hairline ain't looking good. What?
Listen.
I mean, you see, he got the plugs,
but
I
it
know
don't
if you
look
remember
that
this shit.
bad though.
was
He's got
bad
plugs
because he
now.
got the plugs.
He got the
It's all
plugs.
plug. Like that's not natural.
Yeah,
and
you-
I'll be the first one to say
Yeah.
it. But
in
listen,
the era we in, nobody's natural.
LeBron. What you mean?
His
You ain't
hair,
natural.
brother.
He's sitting right here.
Yeah, I
like
got a
this.
bald-
I'm talking about media.
Kawhi Leonard's still rocking
Braids,
braids.
straight back. He don't get no
Like,
designs.
He's not the he's not the biggest superstar in the world.
But he's up
Yo,
there.
he's top 10.
So all right, I agree.
I'm talking
That
about
tells a lot
media
about you.
wise.
I
Kawhi's
agree
not
that
the
it
top
tells a
10
lot about
sports
your
player in the world.
character.
I think so.
Well, we already know that one of the biggest. All right, if LeBron James mentally and his whole mindset and who he was as a person was similar to Michael Jordan or even a Kobe,
He'd be the greatest
the
of
whole
all time.
conversation,
Without a
this wouldn't
question.
even be
Without a
anything.
question.
Okay, so but what I look at it is that is a characteristic that he does not have. Attribute that he doesn't have. It's a attribute inside that can't be equated really, but we
Yeah.
see the effect of
Yeah,
it.
you see it.
The attributes that he does have, being 6'9", 260, 270,
crazy
one of the
intelligence.
fastest players on the court, can jump damn near higher than everybody else, can defend from the 1 to the damn near 5 unless you have a legit
Sometimes,
7-footer. Unless you have a legit 7-footer, he
Yeah.
could guard all
Yeah.
everybody. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Those other attributes is what, in my eyes, why I think eventually when it's all said and done, he will be the greatest.
So, since we on that, do you think he got to get 6 rings to be the greatest?
No, I don't, because
I feel
Mike
you.
don't got 11.
Mike got 11. Okay. Do you think he has to accomplish, because the people who say
He has to get
LeBron-
more than 3.
He has to get more than
Yeah.
3, but there's other things like how Jordan was Defensive Player of the Year 9 times.
No, it's not gonna happen. But Jordan also didn't average as many rebounds or assists as LeBron.
He averaged 2 less rebounds and 1
no.
less assists.
Then let me take that. All right. 2 less
didn't average
rebounds
a
and
Yo,
triple
one
but
double,
I
assist?
respect. Yeah, he
He
less
averaged a triple
2
double.
less. LeBron never averaged a triple
Never.
double.
He almost does,
No,
though.
never. Not even close. Not even
doesn't?
close. He averaged. He averaged
7
like
and
6.
7, 8. He's like 7 and 7 for his career, but in the
not
playoffs,
close.
he's the playoff king,
And
undisputed.
Brian is like. I mean, Jordan. I think is like 5 and 6 or something.
Okay.
It's 35 and 6, or something.
All right.
Yeah.
and at the end of okay,
But no, I was gonna say I respect you as a LeBron fan because what you said was at the end of his career, and at the end of his career, I think is
he's
very
not
feasible.
the best player ever now.
Yeah, and I don't get LeBron fans that aren't objective enough to say that he does have to do a little bit more. It just, I mean, because
Right.
if you say stats don't matter,
Right.
then are you saying just opinions matter?
I had to
Yeah,
talk
exactly.
with. I
Why
had
are
to talk
stats
with
there?
I had to talk with a couple dudes at my job, and I respected what they said because they probably like a little older, you know, like my mom's age and all that. And they
Yeah.
was basically talking about LeBron can be the best player in the league, and I
Yeah.
respected
Oh,
that.
in the
'cause-
league, he is.
I mean, I'm sorry,
By
ever,
far.
I'm sorry, ever, I'm
Yeah.
sorry,
I'm about
ever.
to say in the league. Yeah, he definitely is right now.
And I respected that because it's a lot of, you know, older cats, OGs that still just be like, yeah, I watched Jordan. It was a harder error. He
not
had the
even
will
about
to
that.
win, and
People
he
stuck in
didn't
their
lose,
ways.
and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, I respect y'all for saying that LeBron can be the best player from what, because y'all watched Jordan. I watched him, but I couldn't really soak basketball in. I could,
Right.
I mean, I could watch basketball now and see how
Right.
great LeBron is. You feel me?
Right.
So
It's
I
not even a
respect.
question
But
no more.
I just don't think that we can. I feel like LeBron fans just throw stats out the window, and it's like they'll say rings don't matter, and then I was like, well, Jordan has 9 defensive players a year. Well, defensive players a year don't matter. Well, Jordan have more MVPs. don't matter. What the fuck matters?
Yeah.
If nothing matters. What
Yo,
the
but
fuck
you gotta
matters?
remember that
I know stats don't just
no,
matter.
but you got to remember there's a difference, right? So I'm a witness, and there are some witnesses that's LeBron witnesses, like the cats that would knock on your door Saturday morning.
Have you
like,
heard of LeBron
Have you
James,
heard
number
of the
23,
King
number
James
6?
version of the NBA?
The King James.
You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I get that, and
It
there's people that
stands.
go over the top, but I'm a realist. You understand what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
I
As
salute
of
that.
right now, he's not the greatest.
Nah.
If he was to stop right now for whatever reason,
Nope.
he will not be the greatest.
Nope.
He'll be top 3
Yeah.
to me. But
He is top 3.
what we're seeing right now is,
He's on a path.
in my forecast, he got another good 7 to 8 years to go.
Do we got to beat
Oh,
this
yeah.
Warriors team? Yo, if he beat this
This
Warriors
season?
team, I will put him in a conversation.
If he beat this Warriors team, first of all, let me tell you
It's
this.
not
So-
guaranteed, but I'll put him in a conversation.
Okay. Shout out to my man Ricky. So we was talking about this before we got started, right?
Okay.
I got put on to LeBron because I was at work one day, and my man says to me, "Yo, I went to a high school game, and I seen this kid jump off from damn near the free throw
In the
line,
game.
and he got fouled and dunked it and won." And I'm like, "Well, pass, puff,
On
puff, pass, bro."
ESPN.
Puff pass.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if
you
you saying that, and he was like, "Yo, nah, we gonna go next year, right?" In between that time frame, now we ESPN and everything else and blah blah blah. Oh, that's the kid I was talking about.
It was him and Telfair. I remember.
Exactly. So we go now. His senior year, right? We go. I go to Jersey up to Trenton to go see him play. So Ricky was actually, we didn't know each other back then. We just met through all of this radio shit. But Ricky was at the game too, so he could attest to it. You know what I'm saying? So
He had like 55 that night.
54. He had
54.
his career high.
In high school, yeah. And 6-minute quarters.
In
Crazy.
the end, he didn't play like the last minute and a half, 2 minutes. Like, he could have definitely had 60, right? So he was playing against the high school that he's playing with was from Cali. It was Trevor Ariza, who at the time nobody,
the
you know what I'm
truth,
saying.
but
And
he
there
was
was
the
another NBA player on that team. Can't remember who that was, but they was bullying him at first. Like the first quarter, they was doing their thing, and then the switch turned. And I seen this young kid do stuff at 17 years old that cats in the NBA. I don't care who you playing against. Cats in the
Can't do.
NBA can't do it.
Yeah.
Right? So he drops 50, whatever. There's still time left on the clock. The game is over, so they subbing him out. He's just walking off, and everybody's quiet in the arena, including me and everybody else. And the dude looks around and was like he hit the gladiator moment. Like,
Yeah.
isn't this why you came?
Yeah.
Right.
And he
This is
got
what you want?
and the fucking place erupted.
Everybody was just stunned that he was just dominant
And
like
when
the
he
whole
did that
game.
shit, he got a fucking standing ovation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
It's true.
I called my men's on the
That's
phone,
banging.
and I was like, "Yo, my man is a Lakers fan, hardcore. Shout out to my man Mark,
Yeah.
hardcore Lakers fan." And I said to my man, "Yo, Kobe got a problem."
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, I think he's past Kobe.
Oh
He has passed
Yeah, he's
Kobe
past- he's
by
past
this one,
Kobe.
but I said
He's
it.
past
But
Kobe.
what I'm saying, this is 2002,
Yeah.
and I said, "Yo, Kobe got a problem." I just watched this kid play. Kobe got a problem. The league got a problem,
For sure. For sure.
and they was like, "Cool."
You know what it is about Bron, though? And it's just, you know, I think he has a switch that he doesn't know how to control. Sometimes I see LeBron play and I say, if he plays like this all the time,
All the
it wouldn't
time.
even be close between him and Jordan. If he can play, if he plays like he played game one just passed that series against the
That game
Pistons back in
7.
04, where it was like
That
he
was
said,
crazy.
I'm physically stronger than everybody. I'm faster than everybody. I'm smarter than everybody. I'm going to take over and score every time if I want. And sometimes I'm going to pass just to make it fun. If he does that, he can't be stopped. But I don't think he knows how to control that switch. I think it's controlled off emotion. Because
It is.
Because when he went to the Heat and everybody was calling the bad guy,
He's sensitive.
He embraced He's sensitive.
He's
He is.
Which
He
which
is.
makes it
He cares.
uncontrollable
He
sometimes.
cares.
Which is a good thing, though.
Yeah.
That's
He's
a good
a
thing.
good-
The
but
one thing they never
also
said
it
about
can-
LeBron was that he was an asshole. That's the one thing they always said about Kobe and
Right.
Jordan.
Never
Never
said he was a
Jordan was
bad
an asshole.
teammate.
Ever.
Never.
Ever.
All his teammates are like, "Yo, he's
Jordan is
never
smacking.
great dude."
Jordan
All
is smacking.
Never
So
punched,
now,
never
since
punched a teammate in
Jordan
the
smack a
eye.
teammate,
Never.
Yeah.
Jordan rules.
Jordan rules, the Jordan effect. So
That's-
now,
I think that's what Jordan got though.
this
The
is
fact
the effect.
before
This
Jordan
is
was
the effect
even winning
episode.
rings, they said we have to do this before he was even winning. We have to.
But
try
what
to stop
happened
him.
after he punched Kerr at practice? Kerr hit like 2 game-winning shots
He had
in the
to.
playoffs.
He didn't want to get stomped next practice.
Absolutely, but you can't do that now.
Okay,
it's a
you
different
cannot.
era.
No,
Yeah.
we can't because
I mean,
once
well,
again
Kobe
it goes
did it,
back
but
to
the
the internet and
internet-
social
Kobe didn't
media.
do it with the internet,
It
really.
goes
Yeah,
back to
you're right.
that.
Yeah,
it all goes back to that.
But he learned that those are learned behaviors. Kobe learned that from Jordan.
Listen.
Now, I think that's what puts LeBron over Kobe. It's just, I know basketball isn't like music. You don't have to be original, but Kobe just did everything that Jordan did, so it will never be able to pass Jordan because I seen it already.
But Chris Childs chin checked Kobe. Remember that?
Chin checked
all
shit
the
out
way.
of Kobe.
The only way Kobe Bryant
Kobe was faking it.
would have been
Jordan
able-
really was about it.
The only way Kobe Bryant would have been able to surpass Michael Jordan on the Mount Rushmore of NBA players was if he would have had 8
To 10 rings.
maybe even 9, 10. He
Yeah.
would have probably needed 10 because
His game was too similar.
once you talked about the fact that Mike had 6, if you said Kobe had 7, Kobe only had 1 MVP. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Kobe didn't
Kobe
have
wasn't
those
always the best
defensive
player on his team.
MVP players. Kobe wasn't always
Best
the
player on his team.
Finals MVP.
Right.
You
Shaq was the
understand?
best player on that Lakers team.
Exactly. So for Kobe to surpass
the
him,
truth.
he would have had to gone way up there, right? That's not LeBron.
He would have had to win more without
way
Shaq,
more
because he would have had to win 4 more with Pal.
copy,
But
right?
he
but it didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
And at the end of the day, LeBron is a completely different animal.
Yeah.
He's someone that we've never seen.
He's
yo.
Kobe and Magic mixed with a little
We
bit of
gonna see
Bird.
that tonight.
Kobe, Magic, and Karl Malone.
I can't wait to watch
The
LeBron.
reason why
Maybe a little
Karl-
bit of Dominique.
The reason why Karl Malone is what number 2 in all-time scoring is because of how he kept his body.
And
He
that's what
played
LeBron has.
20 seasons, whatever. I heard Reggie Miller say,
Big men do play longer than guards, though.
most not because they carry a lot more weight.
Fat, right? Nah, I don't know.
Depending on
because-
who they
'cause
are.
think about it. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was physically fit.
Tim
he was
Duncan.
into yoga. All right, Tim Duncan's
Derek-
minutes
I'm
because
Dirk
of Greg.
Kareem
Greg
smoked-
Pop-
Kareem
the-
smoked
the
a lot of
extra
weed, though,
years
too.
That Tim Duncan got in the league, he needs to give for Greg Popovich.
But Dirk,
I guess it's not as much wear and tear because they not.
and because you're not doing
Copy.
you're not doing a lot of lateral.
Exactly, but
It's
LeBron is
north-south.
up and down the damn
Oh
court.
yeah, LeBron.
at 6'9", 260 up and down the
Oh,
damn
but he
court.
got the Goku chamber.
So
though.
what?
That's the thing. People don't
He got
mention
that.
that. He got the Goku chamber. They
Not
ain't
just
had
that,
back in
the
the day.
Versa climber,
That's so
like yo,
His
that
house
is a major
is
part.
climate
New
control.
Okay, got
technology
you.
and just how we
You have
advance
to.
and
We
all
gotta
that.
agree. Like,
But yo,
that's
there
why
is
I don't
cats
like
that's that
totals.
size that is not
Oh yeah.
dedicated
yeah.
to that.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
He definitely
Right.
had dedication.
But I heard Reggie Miller say this game 1 of the Celtics, and it's something that I've said before, right? Because prior to, and you already know that people are, we are what have you done for me lately society.
For sure. The internet
Because
did, yeah.
last season, when Steph Curry got his second MVP or whatever, I heard cats saying, yo, he's the best player on the planet, right?
Oh man.
He was always number 2, but
Until Bron came through and smashed them in the finals, and then cats was like, okay, all hail the king.
Right.
Don't forget about Kyrie.
Kyrie the truth too.
What
Kyrie
about-
won that series for him, but I'm just saying.
I can't stand when cats talk about one shot wins a
but
series.
Clay helped Curry. a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah,
The
Clay did
team
too.
won
So
the
that's why you
series, but I
can't-
really
yeah.
think if you have to contribute the main
Yeah,
person,
Oh,
which
LeBron
is
got
somebody
them
who
there.
It is
averaged
LeBron.
Right.
almost
It is.
40,
triple-double. Yeah.
11, and 9.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. I mean,
Based
if I
on
had
one
to
key
critique-
3-pointer.
If I have to critique,
I got you.
I
That's
would-
what
I would just say
LeBron wanted. He
sometimes
wanted somebody to
LeBron
come through like
doesn't
that.
like at the end of the game. LeBron will kill you up and he will
Yeah.
put the game away from 2 minutes left to 1 minute.
Right.
Like,
Or-
It goes back to
sometimes-
that mentality.
Or he'll
that
put the
menta-
dagger in.
It goes
sometimes
back
at
to the
end, it's
mentality.
Like, I don't
Or
want
he'll
it
put the
to
dagger.
fall
Like
on
if
me.
he's up by 4, he'll hit a 3 and go
Because
up by
what did
7.
he say the
with 2
one year
minutes
when he
left.
lost to the Warriors? When the Warriors was giving him that work and he didn't have Kyrie there and the pressure was on him. He had to. This is the first time I heard him be cocky. He said, "Yeah, but I'm still the best player in the
the
world." And
greatest
I'm like,
player on the planet.
"But you didn't need like that. Wasn't necessary.
It
Because
wasn't.
Y'all losing,
And it was an
Why do
ego
you gotta
thing.
tell us
That
that?
was insecurity.
It was an
was
ego
insecurity.
thing. It
It
was
was
back to
insecurity.
insecurity. All
Because
right,
he's,
so Reggie,
he's sensitive.
he
He's
is
sensitive. Yeah.
Like Michael
Which
Jordan
is-
would
yeah.
never have said that.
Never.
Kobe
No
would
doubt.
never.
Never.
Allen Iverson would have never
That's
said
a
that.
fact.
Ever.
But the other attributes outside of that,
Oh, for
that he
sure.
has outweighs that other
sure.
shit. You
For
understand what I'm
sure.
saying?
For sure.
It does.
Once again, I heard Reggie say, this is the first time I've ever seen a player in his 14th season in the NBA be in his prime. Prior to last season,
Kareem a little bit.
all right, Kareem a little bit. So once going back to Kareem was he was thin too. He
And
he wasn't carrying all that
he
weight. He was
didn't
doing
bump and
yoga.
groove.
He was in
hookah.
Bruce Lee
That
movies
sky,
and shit.
sky hook.
You know what I'm saying?
Water.
You dig me? So that was a different.
He
Now
was in
this guy
Bruce
with
Lee
all
movies.
this mass and power and everything is different from that. But for him to be in his prime at this age, I mean, being 14 years in the season is
Yeah.
crazy. So now,
Unheard of.
prior to last season, right before
Yeah.
he won, Cats was talking about LeBron slowing down. The only reason people are really saying that he's slowing down is because in our minds, we're programmed to say once you've done something for a certain time, you're old head. Yo, you've been doing this for 14 years. You got to be going down. But if you never, ever knew anything about LeBron,
I would think he was 20.
and you put him on that damn TV right now and watch that, you'd be like, what is this little young dude fucking doing on
I
the
mean,
TV?
if you didn't see his face, you know what I mean?
And you didn't
his
see the
face,
hairline,
aging,
if you didn't see
Yeah.
the plugs and all
Yeah,
that.
that's what I was gonna say. Maybe that's the hairline.
If you put like, you know, when Anonymous talks, or like if you'd have just blurred the shit out,
yeah. If he on a rip mask,
you know,
it'd be cool.
you know what I'm saying? You would be like, yo, what is this young
I don't
kid
think
doing?
LeBron, and I don't want to stay on it too long, but I don't think LeBron has and me as a LeBron, I'm not a LeBron hater. I hate the fact that they compare him to Jordan already. That's the only, that's the
Yeah.
reason why I critique LeBron so much.
It's
I'm like,
unfair.
That's all
They have to.
It's
but
unfair.
but don't do it yet, because what they're doing is LeBron probably hates it because now they are critiquing the fuck out of his game. Now he don't deserve that.
More so than
He don't deserve
anybody
that.
in the history of
He don't deserve
professional
that.
sports.
But that's and I get why they doing it, but you doing him a disservice because you're putting too much
he
pressure
does
on
have
him.
pressure, but it's like
It's
we
the
already
most
have
pressure
our
ever,
greatest.
though.
It's the
but he's
pressure.
fucking
Ever.
living up to it.
Since he was
Yeah,
like,
he is. I mean,
since
they
he was
were
like
putting that pressure
15.
on Jordan.
Greg Oden.
It's
Like,
not-
you understand what I'm
They were
saying? Like,
putting
he
the
got-
Jordan and
not his
Magic.
fault,
The Jordan
though.
and
His
Magic.
shit said the chosen one. He was the first high school player ever to be on the cover of Sports Illustrated. You know what the fuck that means? Think about you playing
he
right
always had
now
pressure.
for Sanford, and they got a picture of you on the front page of the Delaware News Journal with you holding a ball like this. Right?
And you're on ESPN.
No, it wasn't the Delaware News Journal. It was fucking Sports Center.
Yeah.
What's crazy?
They
is
were televising his games.
They were on SportsCenter.
On Sports
no,
Center,
on
all
ESPN
over.
live.
ESPN. I'm tripping.
Like,
And
he,
it was
like,
like-
Sebastian Telfair could have had that stage, but
Nope.
he didn't.
Nope.
I mean, he had the
No,
stage, but he
couldn't,
didn't live up to it in the league.
I mean, he had a
because
whole
he was on a
movie
cover
about
with
him, though.
LeBron. He was on a cover of
had a whole movie
of
about
Slam
him.
with
Sebastian
LeBron.
He
Telfair.
did.
So Isaiah Thomas is the Telfair effect. There's only but so far you're gonna go with that size. I'm
Nah,
sorry.
What you mean AI?
Okay, how many chips does AI have?
None. But
Okay,
he coulda,
okay,
he could
I
have got one with
coulda-
with a better team.
My man,
AI's
Iverson
team was
didn't take
trash.
care of
exactly.
himself.
So let me finish
Iverson
what I was
didn't
saying.
Iverson didn't take care of himself, though.
He didn't take care of his body.
Yeah, you're right.
IT
If
has
you
a
want
good
to
that's why I
team.
salute
if you want to
Jordan,
talk about
'cause
shit
Jordan
up in
really didn't either.
here,
He still was the
really
truth. He
fucking
just
up your
smoked
career, then we
cigars
could
and
talk
still
about
smoked
AI.
people.
Because
Right.
AI should have been playing a lot more years than he was playing.
Oh, yeah.
You understand what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
If he would have just understood,
I'm saying IT is
I
looks
need
a
to come
little-
off the bench. Okay, now, with that being said, the first thing you said was AI had a trash-ass team. I agree. All right? Now,
Celtics are better than that Sixers team was.
no doubt. And with this current Celtics team right now that's better than that Sixers team, they will never win a championship in
'Cause of
today's
LeBron.
NBA. If LeBron wasn't there, they couldn't get past the Warriors or a few other teams in the West.
Interesting thing you say that. I was just thinking about the fact that it would
They
be
would be
smart
the
for
top
them. They
team,
maybe
though.
get rid of him and take Lonzo Ball. He's not going to continue to dominate. At 5'9", you're not going to continue to
It's
dominate.
impossible.
You're
You
not gonna
cannot
do it. It's
lead
not-
a team.
You see what LeBron's
You
doing?
don't know
see
that,
what
though.
LeBron
What do
just
you mean?
did
Yo.
to him? You put a big man on him.
I
Because
feel-
Clay will shut him down to 12 points.
My
Clay
man
Thompson.
DH also has that effect right
Because
there.
he's a Napoleon. He's small.
I'm not,
small.
yeah, you
Not
called it
Napoleon
out, but
complex.
he.
5'6".
If you start
No.
talking about
5'6".
light skinned dudes with
you're
freckles,
5'8".
whatever, I'm gonna have to
He's
say
not 5'8".
something.
He's not 5'8". You're not
You
5'8".
understand?
dude?
I'm gonna have to say
Yeah,
something. So that's
listen.
why he's doing it.
Yeah, I
But
get
at
it.
the end of the day,
I definitely get it.
5'7".
there is no way
5'7".
unless Isaiah
the
Thomas,
same ball
unless
complex. I get it,
Isaiah
bro.
Thomas
Listen.
gets another major superstar, he cannot lead a team at
No.
that size to an NBA
What are y'all
championship.
saying? If AI can do it, why
AI
can't I?
He
couldn't
did not
do
do
it.
it.
What did he didn't do what?
He
didn't
get
win a chip.
He's doing what Isaiah Thomas is doing with a sorrier team. So imagine if Isaiah keeps doing with a better team, he's going to do it.
I
But
agree,
Isaiah
but
Thomas-
at the end of the
you're
day,
not
that
leading
did
a team
not
at
happen.
5'9".
Why? Oh,
Because you know why? Listen.
because he doesn't have to
Can I
always shoot, bro.
Okay, but then that's not you leading
He
the team.
shoots now.
That's not you leading the team.
You bring in
That's
better
not you
stars.
leading the team. That's not you leading the team.
If
I'm
he
saying
doesn't
he
shoot as
can't
much, you gotta get
do
assists.
he can't do what LeBron's doing. Or he's not
So
going
you
to
mean
be
to
the
tell me
best
he
player on
can't-
his team and win a chip. It's not going to happen.
don't think so?
You know why? Let me
No,
tell you this
I
right
don't.
now. Let me tell you this right
Why?
now. Because look, let me tell you this right now. Let's say the Celtics were the Warriors. They had 80 wins. You couldn't stop them. LeBron would just stick him.
That's it.
I'm gonna block your shot
That's
virtually
it.
every time.
Okay, which goes
You're
back.
5'9".
Which goes
But
back.
Didn't you post that
better-
picture?
Which goes back, huh?
Didn't you post
Yeah,
that
we-
picture?
Yeah, I posted a
You're
picture.
5'9".
Okay,
It's
so
not-
it,
I'm just
it,
saying.
it,
Little
it
brother-
goes back to
little
this.
brother.
Size
It goes back to
matters.
this now, right? Size matters, no
Yeah.
doubt. So when you try to put, because you already brought it back to this, the Iverson effect, right? AI shook the shit out of fucking Mike.
Right.
And I was there when Mike first came back as a Wizard. I went to that Sixers game, and
Oh, shit.
the fucking Sixers do this shit where they replay
showed it, yeah.
and then they stop it right before it happens, and you got to guess if the shot goes in.
And it doesn't.
And they showed it during the thing, and Mike was looking up. Mike, I was there. You can front if you want. That's for MJ. Mike was looking up like, and then he just started looking down, right?
Yeah.
He shook the shit out of Mike, right? And Mike was getting all those defensive plays he is and all that. AI was too quick and all that. At the end of the day, Mike wasn't going to guard AI for a whole game. If need be, LeBron will shut the fucking Isaiah Thomas down.
Wait. We can talk about that shot. Me as a basketball player, that was the luckiest shit. That wasn't. You see the way he shot it? His arm went up. Mike basically almost blocked the shot. He shook him, but he had to shake him twice. First off, when he shook him the second time, if you look at it, Mike's hand was like an inch away from the ball. So I say that to say, if you look at the jumper, he shot it with one hand.
It doesn't matter. One hand. Life balls down to inches.
No. Right. So to saying that, you're not gonna win the luck inches contest for 48 minutes.
Okay,
Mike's blocking it 5 out of 10 times.
No doubt. And Mike is going to be the better player.
And
right?
Mike could have at times stuck Isaiah Thomas. I mean, I know it's a different beast, but I'm saying that to
then
say
you're right. Then I give you that.
How big was the
give you
first
that.
Isaiah
But what I
Thomas?
was saying,
6'6", I'm still
How
blocking.
big was the first
and
Isaiah
Braun
Thomas?
gets crossed sometimes.
That's not. That was like
But
AI
it's
height,
about
right?
can you recover?
Can you recall?
AI was listed as 6 foot, but I saw him in person. I think he was more like 5'10",
Yo,
5'9".
yeah.
AI used to be up in
Is that really a
clubs.
big difference though?
Yeah, 2
Yeah, it
inches
is.
matters. 2 inches, the shot getting blocked.
Ask your
2
shorty.
inches matters.
2 inches matters.
Yo, fuck yeah.
All right.
Nigga, 2 inches.
That's number one. 2 inches is the difference between, all right, babe, I'm going to go make that steak, or it's fucking 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm not doing shit.
Yeah,
All right?
that's the difference.
But that's real shit. Back to Braun and all that, man. At the end of the day, because of that size and all that, IT is, in my opinion, and we could always be wrong, and people could prove you different. But in my opinion, he's too small to lead today's NBA, because at the end of the day, all right, so through 48 years, he's gonna do what he does sometimes, but when it comes down to it, when he needs to be stopped, there's people out there that can stop him that's bigger, stronger, and all that. And back in the day, the whole thing was if you was a point guard, you so much faster. Braun as fast as these dudes.
Right, but listen, if you want a team like that where it's just him and Horford, yeah, of course.
But
if he builds,
not just him and Horford.
If he gets another
It
star,
really is, though.
if he gets another, because Horford be, if he gets a legit superstar, I
exactly
think
what I'm
that,
saying.
like if Paul George went to the Celtics,
Right.
I
it would
thought
be a
about that.
problem in these
Isaiah Thomas
streets.
would be the
That's
best
what
player
I'm
on the
saying.
team, though.
Yeah.
Paul
he
George
would
Paul
be
would be.
just as much. He
No,
would
no,
do
no.
what he
But
had to
you know
do.
what it
What
would
Paul
be
George
then?
do he had to do.
So let me ask you this.
Isaiah
Let me
could
tell you
score in
this.
the paint
Let
and
me
he
tell
could
you
score
this.
outside.
Yo,
I
let me
watched
tell
him
you
play.
this.
There's difference between two-man teams.
This is a Cinderella season. I want y'all to know that. Unfortunately, basketball is about game plan. Now I have the same thing with Kawhi. Now I have a whole year of game film to plan for a 5'9".
And guess
player.
what? If Rondo never got hurt, I don't know if they would have got past the Bulls.
Yeah, dog. I'm
Let's be
sorry.
honest.
I'm
Isaiah
sorry. I
Thomas
know
is
what
a
you're saying.
different player.
Rondo was
Thomas
killing.
He's a different
Isaiah
player.
Thomas
He was looking like the
good.
old
That's a
Rondo.
good point.
Different player, though.
Very good.
Isaiah Thomas is good, but if you put a big guy on him, unfortunately, you can't grow in a game. You just can't grow.
And it's,
I like Malcolm Brogdon.
Like you can't grow.
I like Malcolm Brogdon as
But-
a point guard.
Where's he
Dudes
from?
With size. He plays in
Bucks.
Milwaukee.
But since we on sports, I just
Yeah,
want to
no
touch it
skill,
real
though.
quick.
Okay.
How y'all feel about the Zaza Pachulia, Kawhi
Closeout,
Leonard?
the closeout.
That was he did that on
How do y'all
purpose.
feel about the scrutiny behind the closeout? Because I got
was on
I got an interesting thing because
It was on
did you see the
purpose.
LaMarcus Aldridge did the same thing?
That was suspect, though.
I
It
think
wasn't
it's.
the same.
I think that's
Aldridge,
what. I think that's what big guys do,
That
though.
LaMarcus is suspect.
His was more suspect than Zaza,
like,
wasn't
it?
it?
Looked like he was thinking about it. Like I'm gonna put
It's
my
like he
hand up,
tried
but
to
not.
do it.
It looked like he wanted to do it, but he's soft.
But yeah, but
here's-
Aldridge
here-
not as tough as
but here's
Zaza.
my opinion about it.
Zaza is dirty.
Yeah,
I think
And he
I
did
don't
it
think.
on
I don't
purpose.
think it was.
His leg is
I
like
don't
a
think it was
fucking tree
intentional,
stump.
though.
I
You think it was
Right.
intentional?
Listen though.
It was dirty, but I don't
was-
think it was intentional.
But listen, if you sticking your foot in there, most likely you gonna try to move or kick your foot out. Playing basketball, you not like he's landing on you. Like,
But listen,
not gonna
D, the
stick
one
2
thing I'm
feet
going
in
to tell
there.
you is you've never been 7 foot with a size 18.
Right.
Think about this. Zaza Pachulia is so uncoordinated.
It wasn't
Right.
the front
Let me
of
tell you
his
this.
foot.
If
was
we
his
have
leg,
to start
bro.
thinking about, because let me tell you this, when we play basketball every Tuesday, after this happened, the Tuesday afterwards, every time I went to close out, I was trying to not put my foot underneath somebody because it was just constantly on my mind. And I realized when you closing out, you're not thinking where your feet are positioned.
Okay.
That play happens 5 to 10 times a game. It just so happened to fall on Kawhi Leonard. If it fell on Danny Green, nobody would give a fuck.
Let me ask this question.
It happens. It always happens.
Let me ask this question. So you say you play every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
Right? And after this play, you consciously made sure. Okay, so prior to that,
right?
How many times was you closing out and someone landed on your foot?
I can tell you. No. The difference is. I can tell you. There's been plenty of times where I closed out. The shooter got scared that I was gonna fall on their foot, and they moved.
Okay.
And no. Let me tell you the difference between this play and not. Kawhi Leonard. I'm not gonna blame him for it, but I'm saying when you see 3-pointers get fouled in the league, is because someone closed out underneath them, alters their shot, and they land weird. So the ref calls foul because the shooter never got a chance to land. Right. So they didn't even come down right. Kawhi came down as if Zaza wasn't underneath him. Most conscious shooters come down weird.
Yeah.
Like
it looks awkward.
It looks awkward. So because they try not to land on the foot.
Right.
And if Reggie Miller said a good thing. He said, first of all, he said it wasn't dirty. He said what he said is if a defender has to think about how they close out, Steph Curry will average 100 points a game. How do you stop a 3-point shooter if you gotta look down at your feet when you closing out on them? How do you do it? You can't. The game will be dumb. If they do that closeout rule, 3-point shooters would be the new LeBron Jameses.
No, but if you jumping straight up and then you scoot your foot underneath his foot and stand there,
but he didn't jump. He closed out. It's different. Closeout is not a jump.
Yeah, exactly. It's different. So if you jumping, I understand if you can't move, but if you just moving up. Dog, if he's coming down, you can move your foot.
But I think when the game is going, you're not thinking it's so fast. It's so fast.
Where your foot landed in a game.
And you're a 7-footer with 18.
Yes, you want to win, but these is professionals' lives, dog.
You're a Kawhi Leonard fan, and I don't know how much basketball you watch. I don't know, but I'm saying
I've been watching every single game.
This play happens. It happened the very next game. Against Durant.
So who said it wasn't dirty, bro?
It wasn't. It just happens.
Okay.
The thing is, but before that, cameras wouldn't have ran that replay.
All right.
That's the only difference. The only reason why we know LaMarcus did it is because we're paying attention to it.
That's true.
If you honestly, to be completely honest, I will bet you $100. If you go on YouTube, somebody has already made a compilation of it, and it'll show you
how many times
this play happened. This year.
But yet he couldn't tell me how many times it happened
to him.
To me. Well, because I play basketball every Tuesday. These motherfuckers play basketball every day.
No doubt. Can I take a quick break to say something?
Yeah.
Give a quick shout out because my man just texted me. Yo, next Saturday, May 27th, Memorial Day weekend, you know what I'm saying? We doing the DSU Circle, 2017 DSU Circle on the family alumni cookout. You know what I'm saying? So what we do is for alumni, family, friends, but everybody's invited. It's free for everybody. We got good food. It's being sponsored by the Jerk King. So they're gonna be catering it. You know what I'm saying? So
that good jerk food.
They one of the sponsors, so we gonna have good food. It ain't like we
curry
do,
chicken.
We
curry
got
goat?
Not curry chicken. None of that. It ain't gonna be a Jamaican restaurant.
I'm just saying
we got some jerk chicken, some barbecue chicken, all that, but it's free for everybody.
That's a Michael Jordan.
All you gotta do is come out there and register your information. It's going down next Saturday, May 27th, Memorial Day weekend, right there in Smyrna, George C. Wright Municipal Park. You could get all the info at radioshack.co. That's not radioshack.com. It's CO. That's not a typo. That's the new CO. You know, but it's a CH. But instead of .com, .com was taken for some reason, some cat in Japan. So we just radioshack.co. Same shit. I just think I don't like hearing .net shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So Radio Shack, RADIOSHACH.co. You go get all that info, and then we got the after party going on, right there at the Sports Zone. Smyrna's about to be clicking on the low. You know what I'm saying?
Smyrna lit up a little bit. Smyrna lit up.
That's where I'm at.
It's a lot of land out there, too.
I'm around there somewhere, I think. But Sports Zone, we doing the after party. We bringing down DJ Shorty Wop. You know what I'm saying? Go check out on the gram and all that. I think the fellas definitely going to like that. And she's super nice on the 1 and 2s. So for all y'all not going out of town Memorial Day weekend, come rock out with us right here in Smyrna. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be popping. RadioShack.co and all that. So that's how we do it,
liquor and the women, huh?
All that.
Liquor and the women. That's all that matters.
That's how you get people
out. A lot of women.
That's it. Yeah. Ciroc. We sponsored by Ciroc. Good looking on Ciroc. Liquor. We sponsored by Ciroc. Ciroc.
Nah,
I mean, we say
that's
different
the
ways.
first
You
time
know
I've
what I'm
ever heard
saying?
it.
Sponsored by Ciroc.
Put an
I
accent
mean,
in
you know what I'm
That's a
saying?
little
Like,
scissor.
That's the French.
That's a little
That's
scissor,
the
little
French
Cody.
version.
I told you New York people set trends.
Yeah, it's Ciroc now.
He just got that from
shout
West
out to my
Virginia.
cats and all that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Tremaine. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to distributors and all. But we sponsored by
Respect.
Ciroc. So we're going to have the Ciroc, the drink, the bottle special, Ciroc and Rosé specials and all that.
Word.
Oh my God. But that's how we doing it next Saturday, man. I don't know if y'all ever came down or ever heard about the day parties that we do at Del Stay Homecoming.
Nah.
So last year we had 1,500 people. You know what I'm saying? Free food all day, open bar, top shelf all day.
Yeah.
For everybody. It was major.
We
Top
there.
shelf
We
open
there.
bar.
Mad Ciroc, Mad Henny. all
Man,
that.
Ciroc. That's
Mad
what I
Ciroc.
need.
Yeah.
I need that Ciroc when
You
I
know
come
what
down
I
there
mean?
on
All
Saturday.
that. If you gonna order that, cats, I'm like, what?
Hey, yo, let me get some Ciroc on the rocks.
Yo, we about to start that. That's the way.
Ciroc.
That's the way.
right
That's the
there,
way.
yo.
You just start some shit.
Yeah, man. So shout out to all that, man. So I just had to take that quick break, man, for everybody. Just had to let them
Shout
know.
out to the plug.
Yeah,
Shout out to
man.
the
Shout out
plug.
to the
Shout out to
plug,
the plug.
man.
So look, what y'all think about Nas and Nicki Minaj, man? Y'all think they gonna start collabing and making
What's that?
music?
Y'all heard they a couple.
I hope not.
Hold on, time out. Relax.
So you gonna tell my man to relax?
No, I'm saying they're a couple. Like when did
I
this?
don't know.
Did I
You
miss?
know,
did I-
Instagram.
They
I
posted
just
some
seen some
pictures
shit.
together. That's all it
Probably
takes
a
in
video,
today's.
yeah.
That's all it takes in
All of a
today's
sudden,
society.
they fucking. They got a baby on the way, and
All
they got
that.
married yesterday.
Off a picture
Right.
together.
They
Right.
really got a baby on the way.
They got a baby on the way. Fuck, that's the internet shit.
Fucking why not?
Oh,
Right.
my fucking.
You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah. But what I would think is if they were legitimately, for whatever reason, right, to be infatuated with each other outside of this whole the benefits financially of them.
Right.
being
It's
who
a
they are,
business.
right? Like
Right.
as a man, Nas is a dude. I'm a dude. I don't know why you wouldn't be attracted to Nicki. Sometimes.
Nah. I seen
What about
I
legacy?
seen I seen a cottage, but I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know, man. These ass shots starting to fail. They starting to fail.
Has
brother.
hers failed?
I mean,
They will.
I
They
know.
will.
Wait, time out.
But
I don't
Nicki
know what's
Bread is
photoshopped
together.
and
Like,
what's
yeah,
not.
she can keep 'em up.
But there was a
Bread is
picture
together.
floating around, and
I did see
she
that
was on the
with-
boat.
yeah.
I don't know
Yeah,
what's
you
Photoshop
right.
though.
You
Shout
right.
But you know what? At the
Nikki, I
end,
don't know.
at the end of
So-
the day, that girl is bad as hell.
All right. So my question
I
is:
don't
so if
know.
Nicki ran up on you
She getting the
Yo, I
business.
ain't
and
gonna
was
hold
like,
you.
no,
I-
let me. I ain't finished the question.
Okay.
I don't know your situation. I don't
Got
know
it.
if you got a.
Shout out to my baby, but I can
There you
speak
go.
from a single
Kids,
mindset because I've
all
been
that.
single for a while.
All right. Well,
I mean,
if-
I'm not single now, but I've been single.
all
at a
right.
point.
So right now you're not single.
Got
You're
it.
not married though,
I'm not-
right?
I'm
All
not
right.
married, yeah.
If Nicki ran up on you and didn't have that bread,
didn't have the bread.
didn't have the bread,
Look the same way.
look the exact same way,
Got it.
are you dumping your shorty? No, I didn't set you up like that. I
No,
didn't even
no,
mean
no.
to ask you that
Okay.
fucking question.
Got
That's
it,
a setup.
got it, got
Because
it.
I'm not going to answer the question
Got
back.
it. Got it.
I'm married with kids and all that, and I'm
Got
still
it.
not fucking answering that question.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically
It's
speaking,
hypothetically, it's a
I like this
podcast,
nigga
brother.
right here. Let's
Come
go.
on, man. Hypothetically
Let's go.
speaking.
All right, so
It's
Nicki
entertainment, man.
run up on you like, yo, I seen you on the tube and all that.
Got
I'm trying to see what that work is like.
Got
Then
it.
what? But you got to dead your shorty and all that else because
Can
I'm
I-
bad and it's just me
Can
and
I
you.
give you the backstory first?
Mm-hmm.
First things first, I don't think Nicki Minaj is bad. I'm sorry, but listen, the reason being, and I'm not discrediting Nicki Minaj. The thing is, I've woken up to a girl who looked like a different girl the night before.
I think we all
And I don't know if I'm ready to do that for the rest of my life. So I'm not saying Nicki is ugly under the makeup, but I'm saying Nicki Minaj isn't Nicki Minaj when the makeup's
The
off.
originally. Shout out to my man Tracknologist
And if
too.
I fall in love with the makeup Nicki Minaj. She fell in love with the makeup Nicki Minaj. So she's going to wear that every day, whether we go into the supermarket or not. I'm waking up to a different person every day, and I wouldn't leave. I would hit it.
That's a dope concept.
But it's not a
man.
lot of shit I wouldn't hit. I
You
would have
are
been
really-
reckless when
you
I was
really
single.
fucking light
You
skin,
see what
huh?
I'm saying? But, and
You
look,
really sensitive with this shit?
drug
Like,
that shit,
you know how many
didn't
dudes would be like, man, fuck that. Like,
yo.
I've never heard that. That's
because a
official.
lot of people
But that's
don't
respect,
think
though.
long term. They not thinking about after you bust that nut.
I feel
After you bust that nut, them feelings change, brother.
Yeah.
After you bust that nut, I don't want
For
to.
every bad shorty, there's some dude that would not fuck with them.
Yeah.
Yo,
The
facts.
baddest in the world.
and
Hell yeah.
only because I don't know under the
underneath.
makeup, Nicki.
Yeah, so
I don't know
Yeah,
it.
so
Like,
me,
she don't
if,
even
if
show
I
it.
wasn't in my current situation and all that, I would probably have to find out
Oh,
what's
find out
under that
first?
makeup
Yeah, yeah.
after the fact. I'm not gonna lie to you. But then again, that's just me. That's
Yeah.
my personal thing. Like
Yeah.
the whole Chinese, black, like that's has always been to me like a beautiful mix of people.
Yeah.
Black and Chinese, and in Jamaica, you know what I'm saying? That's
So you
a
saying
very,
Nicki is black and Chinese? Her makeup
she got
makes
that
her look
shit.
that
She
way.
looked fucking somehow like.
It's the makeup, man. It's the Barbie.
Well,
She a
then fuck
Barbie.
it. All right, well
she
then.
from NY, so you don't know what
She
the fuck
from
she
she
is.
wasn't born in NY. She's from the islands.
She's Trinidadian.
Trinidadian.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm
Trinidadian.
saying? But all right, well then fuck it.
It's
you
something
don't-
about
I'm just thinking of
it's
black and
something-
Chinese chicks.
I
Black and
underst-
Chinese and Jamaican is
I
out of
get
this
the
control.
fuck piece. I would hit it, but it's something about that much alterations that me as a self like I feel like everybody has their insecurities, but I feel like I own my shit enough to where if you too insecure, I don't know if I will be able to see eye to eye with you because I don't think I will ever know you. I feel like you will always be guarded if every day
You're worrying about how
if
I
you're
see
willing
you.
to commit your health to look better. I don't know if I like she got ass shots at a time where we didn't know if ass shots was gonna kill you or not.
Right.
She got them shits like
Early in the
7,
game.
8, 9 years ago.
Yeah, she
And then I know
right,
y'all seen the picture of her when she was so like she was a tomboy or a dyke.
She used to be out here.
Yeah.
All right, so she used to be in Delaware. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Shout out to my man Technologist. He's a producer and all that out
Yeah.
here. And she used to come down here and she writes her bars and all that. I don't know about I can't speak for now and Safari, whatever, but
Yeah.
he's told me firsthand
Seen
that
her write.
you know what I'm saying, she used to write and just be down there before she blew. And the pictures that he showed me of him and her was those pictures that if she'd have ran up on me, I'd be like, yo, for real, listen, security. You know what I'm saying? But
Like get up off me. It was bad.
not bad because
wasn't the same.
It wasn't.
It
not
wasn't
even
the
close.
nigga we seen. Right.
And I think that's the fuck.
That's not even
because
close.
It's like
Right.
She would even look darker.
because there's she looks darker.
His phone could have been fucked. I mean, his camera could have been fucked up.
that's
Then
true.
back then, it wasn't really camera
She's
phones.
not super light skinned, but the thing is, you can be pretty underneath the makeup. But because I've already seen the makeup, you went. Let's say you were 8. Let's say you were 7. If I fuck with you, I don't care about that. Like I can see beyond that. But if you introduce me as a 20. And then you jump down to a 7. It seemed like you was. It
become
seemed like
mad.
a 0.
Become
It's
mad.
like because I've already seen.
Now I want
Because you
that
fell
20.
Right, I seen the 20.
I seen the 20 and that's what I want.
I want
Right.
the 20, but if
All
you introduced
day.
me as the 7, I
Right.
probably would have fell.
Because
for it.
now I analyze. Like
you
it's funny
cool
you
as
say
shit,
that though.
yeah.
But
Because
now you don't seem like a 7. It seemed like a 3 because the drop was so far.
Drastic.
It's a drastic.
It was-
That's
And
a
it's
drastic
crazy. It's
drop,
crazy
yo.
King the
because
cow,
most
brother.
of the 6s and the 5s, they be most like the down to earth ones.
But listen, no.
And like
They have to
By
be. They have to be
default.
though. They have to be.
By default.
But see-
like when I see whack chicks, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you good. No, you good. No,
When I see whack chicks that have bad personalities, I'm like, you don't get it. At all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not understanding
How this works.
what's really going on.
That's not how any of this
Okay?
shit works.
No, you should hold the door for me. No, honestly.
You should buy me dinner on the first date.
seriously. Like,
You
come
know
on
you're
now.
courting me, right? Fuck with y'all.
but
See
it's
them lame
yo.
dudes that mess that shit up
Yeah.
though. They be
Shout out to
Yeah,
all
shorty.
the less than attractive women in the world. We love y'all too.
Because it's all subjective,
Well,
right? Like
that's it.
because I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I may see a dude maybe like, yo, my wife, my shorty bae talking her up. I'm like, word, tell her to bring some friends. That's true. And I'll be like, and then she knock on the door. I'm like, yo, who this? That's my wife. That ain't the motherfucker you introduced. But to him, she beautiful. Like somebody
That's the
can tell me
Matrix.
my
He in the Matrix.
but you know what?
Mandela.
Ooh.
That's beauty. No, but that's the beauty of love.
That's the shallow house shit. That's
But
the shallow
that's the
house
shallow
effect.
house.
but see, I'm
That's
gonna-
the
I'm-
shallow house effect.
Like Shallow House said, if I
Oh,
think my
yeah.
girl is a 10, nigga, don't
That's
tell
it.
me she is 0. Let me know. Let me live in the fact that she a 10.
Which comes back to what I was saying earlier about being in the Matrix and the way I feel about myself. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, so on the show, he asked me, like, yo, have you always been, you know what I'm saying, big all your life? And I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about?
Oh yeah, I remember
Like,
that.
what you talking about? Like, you small.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You a little guy.
Have you been little all your life?
I was like, damn, DH.
yeah.
Have you always
But
been
look,
little
though,
all your life?
look though, but at the end of the day, because I feel about myself,
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, that would never affect me, just like nothing somebody else would say would affect me. So it's going back to that, how these cats that the Nickies and even the LeBrons and all
Yeah.
that, like when they do that, yes, when you need to put on this persona of somebody that you're really not, anytime that you do that, yo,
Yeah.
like even on a little level, like this is to everybody's listening to YouTube right now. Like every time you do that, even on a little level, like whenever you frauding, you take away a piece of yourself, yo.
right.
Yeah.
I told my son that today. My son's 17. He got everything in the world going for him, and he just don't understand it.
Yeah.
He goes to. I'm not gonna say no names. He goes to not one of the top school in here, definitely part of the nation, and he just doesn't get it. You understand? And I told him, every time you say something that is not the truth, or every time you do something that is not who you are, and you're intentionally putting up a front for somebody else, you lose a piece of your soul. I don't got time for that shit.
Listen,
I'm trying to live for a long time. I don't got time for that. I am who I am. That's the 8 Mile effect.
Let me tell
I own who the fuck I am, just like you do.
Your brain
That's what makes you great.
will always clown yourself. Let me give y'all a story. Before I got rid of my hair, I had the LeBron. And I ain't gonna hold you. I had a moment of lapse. I had a lapse. I had a lapse in coverage where I put the dye in my hair. But listen, every morning you can have a spray all you want, but in the morning that spray ain't there, and you got to look at yourself in the mirror and you like, damn,
I'm fucking
my
up these
shit
sheets.
fucked up. No.
I'm fucking up my pillow.
Yo, what is that brown shit on my bed?
Yo,
I didn't remember having no shorty. Whose makeup is this?
Yo, that's real. One day I woke up and it was on a girl, but that's neither here nor there. But listen, you gotta watch yourself. You gotta watch yourself fake it every morning. And it got to the point where I gotta see myself go from having a receding hairline to see myself having a perfect hairline. And myself, as much as I thought it was, like I told myself it was cool, my heart was like, nigga, you tripping. Like, you are bugging. And I said, I gotta shave the head.
I gotta did it.
Your heart will always, whether you hear it or not, your heart will tell you, yo, you bugging. So before these girls get their ass shots, they heart tell them, yo.
Yeah.
And when they gotta look at them ass shots that don't look good out the jeans, and they see how ugly that thing look, they tell themselves, yo, I'm drawing.
Right. But maybe they ass didn't look good without the ass shots.
Nah,
so it don't matter.
But no,
You
it's
know what I mean? But if they
insecurities.
ass didn't look good without the ass shot, so with the ass shot, if it don't look good, it still don't matter.
But then look, it don't look good. You spend thousands of dollars on it, so you probably paying the debt.
But at least it look good in jeans now, though.
Yeah, but now you faced with the fact that it's looking good, and I did it for the dudes, right? I didn't do it for the girls. That's the girls did it for the dudes.
Right.
I eventually got to take these shits off,
And he want to see this shit.
and that's the girls that's not fucking good because they insecure.
Right.
Most of the pretty girls don't. That's why most. I'm not speaking for all pretty girls. Most pretty girls don't be fucking good because they they insecure. It's my makeup. Do I look right when I'm on top of that thing? You know what I mean? Is my hair right?
I don't think that's the reason why they don't. I think the reason why they don't is because they already know they're pretty and they don't have to do as fucking much.
But see,
an ugly chick could be like, listen, I'm about to do this backflip and land on the
that's
bed
why I don't go
in
for
a handstand
I don't,
and then top you off.
I don't go for
How
that
that sound.
I don't go for the 10s. Like, that's crazy. I wouldn't go for, see, it's crazy. I don't go for the 10 that everybody sees. I go for the 7 that is a 10 that doesn't know that she can unleash that potential.
Right.
See, a lot of times you can look at that. It's 7s out there that you say is a 7, but she don't know.
But it's
What
all
did Kung Fu
subjective.
Kenny say?
It's all subjective because what's a 10?
What did Kung Fu Kenny say?
For me, right?
That's a
Yeah,
ruler
you're right.
stretch,
What is it?
Mops.
What is a 10?
No. What he said in the hook, he says it about not cause you could get her because she don't got enough Instagram likes. He says it because you don't got enough likes. That's why it's easier for him to bag you. I'm gonna go look up those lyrics.
Right.
Yo, it's
but
right
Drake,
back to what
but
you
Drake
said.
said some similar shit too about the fact that, you know, if a girl too popping, she too popping a fucker or
The
some
one
shit
dude
like
said,
that.
"I spy with my little eye, a girly I can get."
That's it. It wasn't him. A girl like
I can get 'cause she ain't got a lot of likes.
That's it, yo. My fault.
Shout out to my man Kyle, man. You out here winning with these nutty bars.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
that's how these cats be thinking. Like, yo, a chick try to stun on you hard body. I seen a young cat say, like, you don't even got enough followers to act like that.
Word. But that shouldn't even be a conversation.
Ain't nothing more humbler than a girl with 500 followers, bro.
But listen,
Bad June with 500 followers is humble as shit. Find yourself a bad girl with 500 followers.
No,
She'll cook it clean for you, my brother.
Listen.
and give it to you.
And
too.
give it to you.
But what she gonna do is make sure she private. right? So she can be like, no, I don't want all those people following me.
Bougie.
I'm like, man, go public right now. You have 501.
Nah, but I like the fact she ain't got the 5. I like the girls. I'm not saying don't know your potential. Don't live off of your potential. Don't feel like you're like the fact I'm bad is all I need. And when you get 100 likes, that's all you feel like you need. You feel what I'm saying? So,
ain't that crazy though?
yeah.
That social media has taken this to the point where we validate what's good and bad, right and wrong.
But most
social media.
But
By
most
who's hitting
mo-
your shit up.
most of
It's
the
me,
You
dog.
feel better if you get mad likes.
and I look. It's crazy because
I
most
don't know,
girls.
yeah. You pull your phone up, you see you got 50 of them things.
You like, oh, I'm popping out here in these
Right.
streets. I mean, change your whole mentality. You know what I'm saying? Change your whole mentality. Your mentality.
I posted another one tomorrow.
Listen. Don't be at the bar, right?
I do that shit though.
Exactly. I
likes.
saw that. I
Yeah,
saw that
y'all
already.
see this shit?
But don't
Yeah,
be
I
at
seen
the
it.
don't be at the
that
bar,
was
right?
true.
And a chick stun on you, right? And you look down at your phone like, I ain't fucking. You looking down at your phone, and you just posted a joint, and you got about 200 likes.
Oh, you feel like
You
this
gonna turn and be like, you don't even fucking know.
shit. Yeah, like what the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't think you know. By the way, I'm Radio Shack on Instagram.
Right, follow
You know what I'm
me.
saying? Go Google me.
And then if she see you got 200 likes, she changed her whole
Oh
persona.
shit! Like yo,
That's shit.
Fucked up, man.
But you know
I
what?
was just
Why
tripping.
does it
I was
mean-
tripping.
It builds a
He was
confidence in you anyway because when you go up to the girl, like when you got that many followers and that many likes, you're not gonna approach the girl the same way. Like, hey, how you doing? It's gonna be different.
Right, right.
You're approaching my game
Follow
is strong.
me.
You're gonna be like, yo, just go ahead and put my number in your phone. Go ahead and put it on there. Yo, it's your boy Radio Shack.
You on that ass, you just take her phone.
Yeah, just take it. But like, yo, here, give me your phone. Yo, what you buying me to drink?
Yeah.
So yeah. So the thing with Mike is we ain't really see that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Until
From
later
Mike
on.
until later on. But to what extent later on?
Even though he,
When have you said? So no, wait. Mike in all
he
of
let
Mike's
my man get
heyday.
blackballed, remember?
No, wait.
Huh?
He let my man get blackballed.
Who?
The Muslim dude who played for the Bulls.
Oh.
And I was speaking about the political stuff, and then he didn't get picked up by no teams no more.
Mike,
He wanna
you
chit
can't
with him and
let
everything.
You get blackballed. I can't stop you from getting
I'm
blackballed.
just saying, like my
He
man,
has a lot of
my
influence.
man-
If he
have
would have came out
influence.
and said I support it though,
right.
they
Well,
wouldn't have shut
let
him
me-
down
let me
as
tell y'all
much.
this. The only thing that we have to keep in mind, and I don't know, I know what you're saying. LeBron has done a lot, and I that's what, and I seen it, so I can only speak on the fact that he's done a lot. The difference is, how do you know he's done a lot?
What do you mean?
Social media tells you.
Okay,
You
yes.
can do your research.
All right, no.
Back
you
in the day, people wasn't reporting on what you were doing for the community. It just wasn't as much because why am I reporting on it? Because there's only 3 platforms: Channel 6, Channel 10, and Channel whatever.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So you mean to tell me if Michael Jordan sent 1,000 kids to college, fully paid scholarships, we wouldn't have heard of that?
No, but what I can tell you is I had this debate with someone online, and I didn't know, so I did my research, and I hit him with and it gave me the stats. This is what Jordan did. He did, he donated, like $3 million to X amount of boys and girls clubs around the world, and that's why, and technically we don't know where that money goes and stuff. But if you do the research. And if you do the research, Jordan wasn't the one behind privately owned prisons. It was actually another white guy named Michael Jordan. Not to make it a race thing, but it was somebody totally different named Michael Jordan that they made
Tried
make
to
it
Bill
Michael Jordan
Cosby,
because
my man.
it came in effect. It came before social media, so no one can do the research.
Right.
They just heard Michael Jordan and was like, okay, it's
Right.
the
And
basketball
Bill
player.
Cosby then.
But it's kind of like, I know LeBron does a lot of great things. I think we discredit because you can't think of any older player that quote unquote did great things because
Just like my man
because
brought up
we don't
Steve Harvey.
know.
Remember when
we
he brought
don't
up
know.
Steve Harvey? He was like,
all
he
right.
don't-
It's
he don't
tough
see
unless
how
you
Steve
do your
Harvey talked to
research.
Unless
Trump.
you do your research.
Because back in the day, they didn't have social media to say LeBron James,
Right.
Because that wasn't on Channel 10,
Right, just like my
Okay.
man,
But
he
we
was
seen
like,
it on Instagram.
my
No
man
doubt.
was like, he don't like Steve Harvey because he went and talked to Trump, but he didn't bring up the fact that
Every
Steve
summer
Harvey,
he brings underprivileged youth to a ranch and
No doubt.
and fosters them and shit like that.
I
But
got
I
it.
don't
So
think-
what
I don't-
I was saying on the level though.
Oh yeah, LeBron does it on a great level.
and I don't think that they can be as like, we want this to happen. I think they have to do it slowly and smartly and strategically. You
I
feel
agree.
me?
does have to be
But
strategic to
all
keep
right,
your voice.
so back to MJ. In MJ's heyday in the 90s and all that, when he was damn near the most popular dude on the planet,
right.
we still had police killings and everything else, a lot of negativity that's affecting our
talk about
culture.
it, huh?
Have you ever once heard him say?
When
or
did you
do-
see LeBron do it besides Twitter? Mike ain't
he-
had
He
Twitter.
wore the Black
do you
Lives
mean?
Matter shirt though.
Mike ain't have Black Lives Matter wasn't back in. He just basically wore something that somebody else started.
But he could have wore a Black Power shirt. He could have done something. Like he never. All right, so this is what I'm saying.
because people criticize
In your
LeBron for
heart-
not standing up or not doing standing behind like Kaepernick and them. So
But then
But
again,
there's a
Mike,
certain
you're right
level.
though. Mike didn't have people like tweeting and
Oh, get
and
that shit up outta
LeBron
here.
and
Like,
all
I'm
that.
saying,
Bro,
like-
just punch Avery Bradley shit off the
So
board. Get that shit
I'm
up
just
outta
saying
here.
we can't.
And they're getting blown.
There's just it's easier to like.
I
because-
agree because it goes back to the what have you done for me now lately?
Because
what I said earlier.
you said
We see
LeBron
it.
wore what a black, but I think the whole didn't like every black player in the league do it or something.
it was a couple
like it was
But they
everybody
jumped onto
doing
it. I
Like he
know,
didn't
but-
do something that no one else was
All right,
doing.
so I'll put it this. So what he did first was when Trayvon got killed. Right? And they was Miami Heat was like the most popping shit out.
Mm-hmm.
And they did the whole they all took pictures in their hoodies and all that.
As a
right?
team.
As a team.
As a
Yeah.
team.
He's the leader.
But right, but
it
as
was
a
already
team-
said. They already came and said he was the one that said this is what we doing, and they rolled with it.
Right.
So
Right,
now,
but guess who else
yeah,
was doing it?
MJ
The
and Scotty
entire
would have never
world.
done that though.
After
The entire world was doing it.
I know, but the entire we
There
can
was
sit
the
here-
Could you-
entire
Bro,
world was doing other stuff
bro.
too.
But you couldn't
We
see MJ and Scotty doing that though.
right.
because Mike wasn't gonna take that stance. What I'm saying is,
Well, none of them were back
Just like
then.
Melo.
They wasn't.
Melo didn't either. You feel me?
'Cause
Like,
they-
how
I don't
many
think they had that
super
mindset
duper
either.
Stars that we got now that still ain't.
that's what I
That
mean.
ain't gonna say
That's
shit
what I
about
mean.
it.
LeBron.
So
That's
the
how you
fact
got
that
different.
we can't,
LeBron.
I don't think that from my perspective, I'm not gonna discredit somebody who where you be like, oh, he's not doing enough because
we
at this
don't
point,
really know.
But if you're doing anything, it's better than nothing.
But,
Right.
but the thing is, because there's no social media, how do we know what he did? Okay, maybe he didn't wear a hoodie.
I know he didn't
I
send it. I don't think because I think that at some point it would have been brought up. I don't think he was sending. He sent 1,000 kids. I know for a fact that LeBron James is going to send 1,000 kids to Akron University.
Right. But
full scholarship.
So does that
4
mean
years.
him donating $5 million to the Boys and Girls Club doesn't matter?
It doesn't. All right. No, it does matter. It definitely matters.
we
and at
can't
the end of the day,
compare
okay,
good-
we can't.
good
We can't.
gestures.
But let me just say
Because
this.
then we
though.
can go and say, oh, well, somebody sent 2,000
Let me say
kids.
this. So, me, if I got $20 in my pocket,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that. If I come right now and I'm a millionaire
Mm-hmm.
and I give you a band,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna be like, yo, and you don't know I'm a millionaire. You're gonna be like, yo, I just got this band that's hot, right?
True.
Right. But if
It would mean a lot more if I had $20 in my pocket or to my name and I gave you $10.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So Mike coming out and giving whatever the number is, whatever million, yes, it helps them. You understand?
Right.
But it would help exponentially
Right.
if he did
Right.
do more things where people knew about it, where because we don't know the statistics, how much it was. I would
Yeah.
like to know what that number is.
Yeah, but guess what? We can't find out unless we do the research.
No doubt.
I can find out LeBron did that without doing research. Because guess what? When I scroll through Instagram, it's going to tell me. So
that's the good thing about social media?
No. I'm just saying we can't discredit the old people because we don't know what they did. We didn't because I don't have to research LeBron sent 1,000 kids to high school.
Because we're here. You're
The
right.
Instagram's going to tell me.
I agree on
And
that.
he's not going to post. It's going to be the people that he affects
That
that
he
post
affects is
it.
gonna tell us.
So if Mike did that back in the day, there's going to be people out there that will post it now, right?
like, yeah, I went to college. Mike sent me to
Right.
college.
But you don't see that.
You don't see none of that.
Yeah.
But also
And at
that's
the
a
end of the
different
day-
era though too.
It is. But even back to
He
real
be having
quick,
camps and stuff.
with the money,
Yeah, but they got to pay for
giving
that.
the
though.
money
Yeah.
is one thing.
Yeah.
The
Just
that
one
flight school.
time.
That's like
Right.
five.
Just
that's
one
like
time
5
being
Gs.
like, yo,
I didn't know that.
and it's
at
for,
a
it's
press
for like
conference,
it's like for
whatever,
corporate
you
people
getting
though.
ready for
Right,
practice,
right,
be like, yo, this ain't right.
Yeah.
Just one time being
Yeah.
like, yo, I feel for the people in the LA riots.
Right.
I think would have made me
Respect them more.
respect him more and
Yeah.
relate to him. I never
Yeah.
related to MJ.
And you know what?
I was a
Honestly-
Barkley fan myself. He was a bigger dude and he had that
Yeah.
attitude and he was aggressive.
Yeah.
Our birthdays is like right next to each other, so I wasn't an MJ fan. But if he would
And
have
he was light
once
skinned too.
and
Barkley.
Yeah.
Barkley,
Yo, he was throwing people through like screens and
Yeah,
like
that's how-
windows at.
disrespectful.
all the way. I'm
Yeah,
talking about
and
on
bars.
the court, though.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
talking-
yeah.
I'm talking about what he was. I wasn't an MJ fan. on the
Also,
court.
and I'm not going to sit here and champion MJ. I don't like, 'cause I don't know. So I mean, I'm sure everything you saying is right. Me just just
Probably
having
not.
having a discussion. I think nowadays, and I'm just saying this is a factor, just for conversation pieces.
Let's do it.
Nowadays, because we didn't see it as much, once we started seeing it a lot, it seemed like, oh, this shit is crazy. We gotta stop it. I don't know. I'm not saying this is right, but do you think back in the day, it wasn't uncommon? So it was like, okay, Trayvon Martin, he kind of was the footnote to start it.
He was kind of the poster
to
boy.
highlight it, right?
Yeah.
And like, I mean, it's been happening, but it was like kind of the first one to go viral, right?
The whole movement.
So it was kind of like, yo, we never seen no shit like this publicly in a long time. Yo, we gotta stop this shit. So back in the day, what if it was like, yo, this shit is just happening every fucking day? This is just the world.
Right,
I feel what you're saying, but I mean, Ali didn't start standing up until they tried to send his ass to the army. He said, "Fuck that! Let me stand behind these black rights." And I'm not discrediting him.
I got you.
I'm just saying we are.
But he did. It did lead him to be a
are-
social activist.
We are more sensitive to it. Where back in the day, you were more like, this is just how the world
Desensitized.
works,
Right.
And we
Like,
can't change it.
It didn't feel like that was wrong. It
I got
felt
you.
like my mom. Like my mom is probably Jordan's age. She said when I was growing up, we got rocks thrown at us. It didn't seem. It wasn't like, yo, why are they throwing rocks? It was like, I get it. I understand. Not saying it's right.
Got you.
But this is every day.
Right.
But now, and like I said, I'm not defending what he did or didn't do. I'm just saying, just to give it a little bit of context. Now, when something crazy does happen, because we haven't seen it, like we didn't see the LA riots. You see what I'm saying? So when we see this Instagram shit, we like, yo, this shit. I know it's been happening in the back of my
Who
mind.
didn't see the LA riots?
But no, well, I'm just saying like we
I
seen it on
did.
TV, but I'm saying like
I lit that
We
shit.
like,
saw clips of it.
yeah, like our
Oh, you mean on TV?
Yeah, but if that
saying
was
the younger
now,
kids.
you would see all of it.
Oh, that's right. You see the.
You would
raw
see
deal
all of it.
So,
Yeah.
so it's like shocking. It's like, yo, that shit really happening. Like I know it's happening, but now I seen that Trayvon Martin got killed by this guy, and then the news showed us the not guilty verdict, and it was just like we seen it so much, it seemed like, yo, this isn't right. But back in the day, it was probably like, yo, I mean, shit,
Okay.
this happened. It happened Trayvon Martin. It happened Steve Martin. It happened Robert Smith.
Yeah,
you know,
and
Mike
Brown. And so I'm not.
So
I
maybe
definitely.
they just wasn't as.
And I feel that.
But also, I'm not defending it. I'm just
The
giving
only
it
thing
some
I'm saying
context.
is, and I'll leave it alone. But the only thing I'm saying is, I think me personally, if there was one
could do more.
person that could have made a major impact, especially in that time, I think
Yeah.
it was him. He was
Yeah.
one of the most popular people
I
on the
agree with
planet,
that.
Sure.
and to be a black man.
Yeah.
And to see what was going on in his culture and to not once publicly say anything, to me that's just a sucker ass nigga.
Yeah.
That's just my perspective, because the dudes that I know that I bang with, you know what I'm saying, is not gonna let your whole culture and everybody else go down and you just living and doing good and all that, and not even once be like, yo, y'all
So-
fucking us up. You know what I'm saying?
Can I give you one
I
statistic?
guess I can see both sides.
They said Jordan Brand, and you can Google it, has the most black employees of any quote unquote sports brand
That's
of all
dope.
time.
and that's
So,
and that's why I can say
Do you affect people in different ways?
That's why I can say I can see both sides. 'Cause at the end of the day, I can see
Maybe I'm
where,
not
where you
donating,
coming
but
from,
I'm giving
Shaq.
opportunity.
I can see where you coming from, Shaq, where you say like he definitely should have probably stepped up and said something about what's going on. But then at the end of the day, once a black man steps up and is the forefront of something like that, he gets killed.
Torn
You
down.
feel me? So
think he was too big.
And we haven't
and
seen us.
he was too big to say something. So at
Yeah,
the
he
point
was
where
almost like he was
if
up
you
there with
you gotta
Michael
think like
Jackson.
this: am I gonna end my brand here so my family has to live off of this money, or am I gonna keep building
and I can
and
help
keep-
people quietly.
more.
Yeah,
I can help people
yeah,
quietly.
so it's-
but I can help them
And I
quietly.
agree. And so that's
Instead
the
of-
thing. It's either way. So
So if I can help you quietly, and because back in the day, if you maybe back in the day, helping 1,000 black kids, maybe they'll be like, shit, you ain't helping all these black kids go to college.
Right.
Now it's like cool. Like black people is advancing a far more than back in the day. I mean, 20 years is a big difference as
Right.
far as like.
But he
where
can't get up
society
there
is.
and be like, "Fuck Trump, we about to take this shit
No,
over."
I mean, no athlete right now is quote. I mean, like Cam and them wasn't. He ain't nailing during no national anthem. But I'm not gonna discredit Cam. What you do with your platform, maybe you do it a different way.
He
Maybe
does it a
instead,
different way,
maybe
though.
instead of
He says
doing it in
stuff.
social
He's
media or
mentioned
saying stuff, maybe instead of saying stuff, I'm gonna do stuff quietly. Like we didn't know Steve Harvey was doing it. I didn't know this shit until I heard Charlemagne was talking about he went up to the ranch. So maybe, and then to someone who who didn't know that, and they see him with Trump, they might say, "Oh, you with Trump? You don't do anything for the black community."
Right.
Because what he did do, he didn't publicize.
Right.
So to us, it's like he didn't do it. But I mean, I just feel like I can never discredit a man unless I know for sure.
But that's what Cam was saying. Remember, he was dancing and all that, and people was criticizing him for dancing and doing the Superman and all that. He was like, yeah, it's because no offense, but he was like, I'm black, and I'm doing this. If it was anybody else, they wouldn't be criticizing.
They wouldn't care. Yeah,
they probably wouldn't care. And the fact that he's bringing a different aspect to the game where he's not just warming up, he's dancing too. It's like they trying to knock him, and he was basically, he took offense to it and says because I'm black. Yeah. And to be honest with you, I think it is too.
I mean, I think in a world we live
Brett
in,
Favre did the same shit.
Yeah.
What, dancing and shit?
Yeah, he was dancing and shit and
Yeah.
celebrated with his teammates, but
I don't hear.
he wasn't criticized the way that Cam was, right?
Right,
Because
right.
it's threatening.
That's doing the
Yeah.
dab and all that,
Yeah.
It's like but and I'm just saying, like, a lot of stuff. If it didn't happen on social media to us, it didn't happen.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think
Social
in a
media
world
is
we
our
live in, and
world.
I'm a victim of that too. Where it's like, if I ain't see it on Instagram, it ain't happen. It ain't real. And we need to get out of that mindset because there's so much stuff that happens that we don't see, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Right.
And I'm not saying XYZ was doing. I'm just saying, like, it's so much stuff that happens under wraps because I can help 1 million people quietly. You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
And publicly, I may only be able to help 100,000 before somebody step in and be like, yo, why are you helping all these people? You messing up the balance.
Right.
But what if I help 1 million people quietly? I'm not saying he did, but I'm just saying, like,
And
Sure,
one.
it's possible.
it's kind of like Martin and Malcolm. You got people who take two totally different approaches but have the same goal.
And I think that goes to say how far somebody's legacy goes. Like, if somebody's not really helping nobody, I mean, people not really going to help their legacy. But people who lasted, like, let's say, like Morgan Freeman or Denzel Washington or Mike, you know what I'm saying? Just people like that. They probably did help people. That's why people still respect them and buy into their brand, and that's why they're still living above me. You know what I'm saying? There's people who do fall off who have that platform that probably just into themselves or just like AI. You feel me? Not to knock AI, but AI seemed like he was kind of selfish.
So when he came off the court, kind of everybody
was like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
Like,
so
you know what I mean?
let me just clear it up. I don't discredit MJ as
No,
a
I know
dude.
what you're
I'm
saying.
a fan in terms of who I'm a fan.
He had
of.
to help somebody for the way that.
Of
No, but I know
course.
what you're saying though. Don't get into it. I know exactly
you know
what you're
I mean?
saying.
So it's like, so
MJ doesn't
either
like
way,
MJ doesn't like hip hop though, right? That's what
Yo, I
Nori
heard
said.
it.
That's what
I mean,
Nori
but-
said.
and he looks like he don't like hip hop.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I'm not.
Isn't that what
surprised.
Nori said on Drink Champs?
Nori
What?
said he
No,
said
yeah,
fuck
he
rap.
don't- Yeah, there was a rapper. That
Yeah.
story. Damn,
Nori,
it
was
that story.
Nori.
Yeah, no, but who was
He
the?
said fuck. It was like
It was like Method Man and
like
Redman.
somebody-
Yeah.
He's like,
At
fuck
like a
rap.
Def Jam Christmas party or
Yo,
something like that.
MJ, yeah, that's one thing you say about it. He is fucking gangster.
And I'm sure he in his own mind where he like, I don't gotta do. So I know what you saying too, because I could be wrong and maybe he didn't help anybody and he was like, man, I don't give a fuck about y'all, Michael Jordan. Like, it could have been that too. I mean, because he seemed like he does have that
And maybe-
personality to where I wouldn't be surprised if he said that, but
Yeah.
I just would never. I don't know.
I don't know either.
And I feel like as a community we like to tear each other down, man.
That is-
like when
I
I
mean,
seen him
that
tear
is the
Steve
system.
Harvey down, I'm like, yo, that's crazy.
I don't like Steve Harvey, just don't like Steve Harvey.
And
I'm
I don't
not
like
a
his
hater.
mustache, but
I
you
don't.
know,
I don't
whatever.
like. It's something. Yo,
got
my
that
mom.
dumb
Yo, his
Yo,
his mustache is perfect.
Mustache
My
is
mother
beautiful.
said-
It's gotta be fake, bro. It's a wig. He got a
perfect.
wig mustache.
Perfect.
I'm sure he got to brush that shit. Like,
He
not
said he
even
got a
comb it.
wig stash.
He got a wig
That's
stash.
a Family Guy mustache.
That's a
That's a
Family Guy
cartoon
mustache.
mustache, right?
Cleveland. He got the.
Yeah, he's got the
Brown
Cleveland stash.
Cleveland Brown.
mustache. Yo,
Perfect.
you ain't lying,
Yo,
yo.
Family Feud is like my favorite show.
Yo,
too.
that
show is
no
hilarious.
I love
problem.
that
Yeah,
shit.
I'm sorry.
It's over.
Can't.
It's over.
All the way, part of the left.
and
This
that-
ain't nothing. Look,
And that's for the
ay.
people.
That's for
For
Tracy.
the people listening
Everybody
and not
run down the-
watching, we
come
got the
on.
basketball game.
But Steve
on,
Harvey
you know,
wasn't even the
Celtics
funniest person on
getting
Kings of
killed.
Comedy, though.
Nah, he wasn't. It
No.
was Bernie Mac.
But
Bernie
and
Mac or Cedric. I mean,
Yeah,
He
Cedric
did Kings of
was
Comedy
yeah.
Toss up.
tomorrow.
he wasn't even a comic though. He was the host.
Yeah, he
He
was
was
like,
the host.
yeah,
Kinda,
just keeping it together.
he kind of slipped by. He
Yeah,
wasn't really.
yeah.
He didn't have
Yeah.
a set.
Right.
He kind of came out in between
Right.
everybody's
Right.
set,
Played
kept the
some
crowd.
He just
a
funny,
little-
yeah.
Yeah.
He like a Diddy.
Or no, he's just a great host.
Yeah.
He the Diddy
Yeah,
of
he's a
the
good
comedy.
host. That's
He's a-
why he hosted
yeah.
whatever that.
Yeah.
He did
that
Apollo.
Idol
Yeah, he's got all that.
He had a letter.
He's a
All the
phenomenal
shows he got.
business mind.
Yes,
like
he
he's
is, yo.
super intelligent.
That's why he told his employees
So
do not
underrated.
talk to me when you see me.
Well,
I-
when
Yo,
you're,
how y'all
he's
feel
got
about
like
that,
he's
though?
got like 50 different businesses that he's running.
Yeah.
So you
That's
gotta-
all he said was,
Yeah.
"Don't come in my dressing room."
Like people know him from Family Feud, so they see that that note that was out like in the public, and they just like totally criticize him. But they're not.
Yeah.
It's out of context. Like this
It
guy
is.
has multiple businesses that he's running.
Yeah.
And you have people that coming up to you,
Yeah.
constantly asking you questions.
Yeah. I mean, think about you work at. Let's say you work at.
It was probably worded differently.
Let's say you work for the NBA. You, Michael Silver, or Adam Silver, and you got an office.
You're not just gonna walk
You're not
into his
gonna walk
office.
into his office. But as a celebrity, you feel like I can go walk in your.
But
I
Steve,
can walk in your dressing room.
So the perception is that he's approachable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for someone like Steve Harvey, they're like, oh, he's approachable. He's a nice guy, funny guy. I could just walk up to him and pitch my business ideas. He's probably heard 1,000 a day business
real.
ideas that he's just constantly being pitched. You just gotta respect the fact that he just wants his privacy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Leave me the hell
And
alone.
it was
Yeah.
specific. The letter was.
But they're gonna
kinda like
sensationalize it in the media
Yeah,
and all
like
that
he said,
stuff.
I mean, if I'm getting my makeup done, please don't come talk to me about random stuff. Like I get.
So here's the difference, though. If that's Mark Cuban,
yeah.
he's not going to getting criticized
criticized.
that
Nope.
same way, right? So that's the difference.
Yeah, it is.
Yo,
But that's just the media. The media, you know.
Speaking
Try
of
to
Kings of
crucify you.
Comedy, tomorrow, the Saturday at the Playhouse is the New York Kings of Comedy. Rob, right here in Wilmington.
No, for real?
Yeah, Rob Stapleton, Drew Frazier,
Is the tickets
Earthquake,
done already?
Capone, and Talent.
Capone,
Ain't
that's my man.
ain't no
Capone.
tickets never done in Delaware.
trying to
Cats
do
don't
that
be
shit,
hip to
dog.
shit.
I'm trying
I
to
didn't
go.
see that all
Capone
over.
funny as shit.
That's why I'm even saying it right now, yo. Real
much the
talk.
tickets? I might go to that.
Yeah,
That's
y'all
a true
go if y'all
statement,
go.
though.
VIP is $65.
That's
They
not
got
low,
lower
y'all go.
orchestra. You get balcony $38. So it's Drew Frazier, Rob Stapleton, Capone, Talent, and Mark Vieira. Trust me,
trying to go?
that shit's gonna be
Y'all go.
hilarious tomorrow,
Y'all
right
go.
there at the Playhouse. And
Yeah, right.
I want to shout that out because even with first of all, I didn't even say, man, when y'all introduced me,
You a
I appreciate y'all bringing me up here. I ain't
you
no
a
fucking
comedian?
comedian. I'm an accountant, actually. That's what I am.
You're a
But
comedian, man.
yo, I appreciate y'all bringing me, you know what I'm saying,
doubt,
inviting
no
me
doubt.
through and all that because like I was saying to my man DH and all that, we need to be doing more of that out here. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have to be the same way all the time.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they doing a podcast, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not
Embrace
fucking with
each
them.
other.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what? Like come on, man, it's too small and all that. So even like that, like
Pause.
if these is great, Ricky funny as shit. Even these comedians that they bringing down here is great and all that, and we ain't even know about it.
Yeah.
And y'all
Yeah,
will
that's
call
true.
yourselves in the mix.
Yeah,
Right.
And the shit is tomorrow, and it's the
Yeah.
first time you heard about it. That's
Yeah.
not right.
Everybody should be sharing that shit.
Everybody should be sharing
That's why they don't
it.
bring shit to Delaware.
Reposting.
Because they probably, because let's say they come out here and don't nobody come. They like, we're not making a stop through Delaware again.
Exactly.
We're not making a stop
and
through
I've
Delaware
had
again.
it. Yo, listen, I'll never forget the number one story I had about that is with Funk Master Flex, right? And brought him down here for Del State homecoming. So we were always like, we done brought everybody out here for homecoming,
Yo,
DJ wise.
he brought Kid Capri down here.
All the way, Flex, DJ Envy, DJ Enough, DJ Self. Anybody you think that's really clicking, they've been down in the Del State homecoming and all that. And when we brought Flex down, this is when he was really super duper hot, right? And this dude, like, the crowd didn't react. Because they wasn't playing what he, you know what I'm saying, whatever they went there, or they was used to hearing from these cats out here. And I know, like, the city cats was like, oh, this shit is popping. And the crowd wasn't reacting to the point where he started saying it, like, yo, like, what's up with y'all? Like, what the fuck? I came all the way down here to party. What's y'all problem?
Yeah.
And what it did was, if he was going to come again, which I knew I could have never reached out to him again, he would have charged me that much more money. It was already ridiculous what I paid him the first time, but he was going to OD on the price because he'd be like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not popping.
It's all about the vibe.
It's all about that vibe. So that's why we
Make 'em
can't
go
be
on,
like
yeah.
that, man. So
I feel like we
Gotta
such
start
a
support more.
hungry place because it's so small that it's of detriment. Like because we so hungry that it's like I don't want nobody to eat before me.
Right.
And
We wouldn't be the first person
that's
to be
not
on.
the right mindset. Because think about streaming. Spotify needed Apple Music more than they didn't. They needed Tidal to come around because now we able to beat the radio. Like you need competition. Competition is what will breed a sport. Look at the WNBA. Lisa
doubt.
Leslie and them was killing for 10 years, so nobody gave a fuck anymore.
Right.
When the WNBA first started, it was pop like it was a thing. Like, oh, they got a women's basketball association. I remember there was an event when it kind of first started kicking off,
Yeah.
but all the
Yo.
competition was on like two teams. without competition, nothing
The
lives.
Sparks and Liberty.
Yeah, like you need
Rebecca
competition.
Lobo.
Yeah, you got Lisa Leslie and
Lisa
then with
Leslie.
the
You
comments
already
with Tina
Yeah.
Thompson and Cheryl Swoops.
Cheryl Swoops.
So it was kind of like it was.
And who was the point guard? Cooper.
They was way
Not
too
Cooper.
Oh yeah,
dominant.
not Cooper. I remember
Cooper?
something Cooper.
Oh, she
Yeah,
was
something
super
Cooper.
nice.
Something Cooper. And it's like you need
That Houston team was really nice.
and they won like 6 rings, and then
Yeah.
the Sparks won like 9. So it was like it was back and forth. And like the the Cavaliers and Warriors. That's good for right now. But if it was the Cavaliers and Warriors every year for the next 20 years, basketball would die. So I say that to say, people bring each other down, not knowing that competition will raise the view
bar, yeah.
on whatever you're doing. So let's
Yeah.
say we talk about the rap scene in Delaware.
Yeah.
If it was more competition, more states everywhere would be like, yo, they really got a lot going on here.
Right.
Now it puts the spotlight on everybody.
It's got to be friendly competition,
friendly
though.
competition.
Friendly
Yeah,
competition.
Yeah, like you can't just be pulling each other down and,
Yeah.
and not wanting anybody in your lane, because the more people in your lane, the more popular that lane is. So
Right.
the
And
more
me and Shaq talk about this all the time. Like, there's a lot of talent in Delaware.
It
man.
is.
Like a lot of talent.
it's not enough camaraderie.
It's not enough at all, man.
Because I don't think we don't have like a voice. Like
Well, there's no
every-
identity.
That's
There's no identity.
It's a
No
melting pot.
brand.
Yeah, it's
There's
a
no
melting pot.
identity.
Right.
Because like you from New York, like I'm from Philly. Some people are from DC. Some like it's
Everybody's taking something from other
Yeah.
places
Yeah.
instead of getting it from here.
Yeah, instead of
And
creating
one
what
point
Delaware's
is that
known
we're
for.
like the smallest population out of the whole nation, out of this whole country. We're the smallest population, so it's like, we'll rather migrate here and see what's popping off here than start our own stuff.
But like I was telling Shaq when I was on his radio show for the first time, like we can use that to our advantage, but we
Yeah.
haven't done it yet.
Right.
Yeah.
You're
But-
definitely right.
But that's what we can use to our advantage.
Damn
Yeah.
right. Damn
Yeah.
right.
yeah,
Yeah, because there's strength in numbers, and
Yeah.
when you're small
Warriors.
like that,
yeah,
strength in numbers.
It's like a
Yeah.
small city, like
Yeah.
Wisconsin. Like they support the Packers crazy.
Yeah.
yeah. You come together.
But Wisconsin is like Delaware. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wisconsin the city is as big as Delaware as a state. So that's our biggest downfall.
Yeah.
Just like, people in Cali can live off the state of Cali. They can tour, make their money, become a millionaire.
Right.
We as Delaware fans, it's like you gotta knock out the people who don't know about you and the people who ain't not gonna fuck with you, people who just don't support
That's
you.
crazy.
It's just a bunch of statistics that we haven't really overcame
And
yet.
We're gonna do it though.
and the,
Yeah, we are.
We're gonna do it.
the gift in that
And it's
is
gonna be situations like this that
Oh yeah.
That overcome it.
that
Yeah,
yeah,
coming
absolutely.
together.
Yeah.
the
4 or
gift
5
is
brands.
because it's so small, it will make it easier to come together once everybody's on the same page.
Once on the
You
same
can't
page.
bring everybody in LA together.
need
It's
to
too
Right,
many
right,
people.
right.
But you
But
need
that's what I'm saying. Like that's the beauty
That's the
of
beauty
us.
of it.
We can do that here.
We can start a
'Cause
wave.
we can
Yeah.
all 6 degrees of separation or whatever it is. Like we can reach everybody quicker than another state could.
Absolutely.
So we can.
But we
move
gotta
into
take
a herd.
advantage of that.
We do,
And we haven't done it
take
yet.
advantage of No.
But it's there.
Yeah.
And with social media, we can do it.
Yeah, it's just understanding.
Absolutely.
And people to pioneer it.
Absolutely.
Like you need somebody to pioneer, or to,
Absolutely.
or you need a group of people to start it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It all
I mean, we're
starts
doing
in
it right here.
situations like this.
Right,
Like,
right here, right now.
starts in
Like things like
situations
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
You know what I mean?
we all have our own brands, even individually.
Yeah.
Me, Will, like all of us have. You have friends, I don't know. You have friends, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
and we all have, you market it. We all interchanging as far as marketing. Cross branding, cross
All the
promoting.
way.
That's
Yeah.
what you see
what
that
builds it.
friendliness, and
Yep.
it's like
Yeah.
it welcomes more, quote unquote, like camaraderie because you see
Right.
people doing it. Yeah.
Speaking of which, I got a female that I want to introduce y'all to that I want come through one of these podcasts. Her
Yeah.
name is Tiff Anything Goes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Definitely good talent and all that. So shout out to that whole team. But yeah,
Okay.
man.
Yeah, man. That's all what it's about. It's just coming together.
So
man.
once again, shout out to the hottest live radio and all that. You know what I mean? Down there
Hottest
in
Live,
Camden.
shout out.
All the cats, we got a bunch of different shows. I mean, we play music the whole time, like 24 hours. You can
Yeah.
turn on our app. All you got to do is go to thehottestlive.com. You could turn the app on and you can hear music, or we got shows when there's not music. But ain't never no like dead air, no shit like that.
Right.
You know
Something
what I mean?
always going on.
Something always popping.
Dope.
And
Yeah.
do remember, you could catch me every Saturday, 11 a.m., you know what I'm saying, on a live 25, man.
And 3 to 5, right?
Nah, fuck that.
No.
Del Dude,
I stand
man.
corrected.
Let's
Nah, you can, but I just
let's shout out the social medias, man. Let's shout out the social medias. Let's
Yeah.
shout out the social
Yeah,
medias.
DelawareOriginals.com, Deladude.com, Instagram at Delaware Originals, at Deladude. So yeah, I mean, I'm on Twitter at DEL_originals, but I'm not I'm not too
you're
tough
not
on
Twitter.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
Twitter.
Me neither.
I don't like to talk a lot. I like to
Twitter.
post stuff that like I can actually sell because
Yeah.
I'm trying to move merch. So
Yeah.
I just post pictures of stuff that I'm actually trying to sell.
Yo,
Right.
tell them what
So-
your Black Planet page is.
The Black Planet.
White chocolate underscore.
Word, man.
Oh
we got
my
anything else before we
God.
roll out today? D, Will? No?
Yeah, thanks for coming through. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for everything.
Thanks for inviting us.
Yeah, man.
You already know it.
Supporting.
Yeah,
It's
man.
only beginning,
I know,
man.
I
Yeah.
missed.
And I definitely need my plaque, too, my Broker of the Year plaque.
No, all the
Yeah,
way.
I had
You
to stop
gonna,
at a prom. I had to
you
go
gonna
to
be
a
there. We
little
gonna do it
youngins'
again,
prom.
though.
Yeah,
Don't worry,
yeah.
we gonna definitely do it again. You come
Word.
down, check the
And I'm
studio
there
out. Next Saturday,
Memorial Day weekend.
Memorial Day
Memorial Day.
weekend,
Down there.
Saturday,
Yeah.
May
I'm already be
27th.
down there.
We gonna be at the DSU Circle All in the Family Alumni Reunion. And then the
It's in
after
Smyrna,
party
right?
it's in Smyrna. George
I
C.
don't mean to
Wright
cut you off.
Municipal Park. They are smashing them by 20 already.
That's
Yeah,
a
go
nice
ahead.
park too.
Okay,
It's
I'm
a
sorry.
nice park.
That's a nice
yeah.
park. That's a nice
George
park.
C. Wright Municipal
Yeah,
Park, and
definitely
then,
respect.
we gonna do the after party Sports Zone, which is powered by Ciroc. So the bottle special is gonna be
Ciroc, the
crazy.
scissor mixed with the
Indoor,
Ciroc.
indoor, outdoor,
Ciroc.
the whole nine.
I'm
you
gonna
know
make sure
what I'm saying?
everybody there because I'm gonna be down there with my family.
Ciroc.
So
Yeah,
I'ma
man,
make
come
sure they
through,
come
man.
down
Yeah,
Ciroc.
there, you know
Radio
what I mean?
Shack.co,
Turn
and you already know I already got the bottle for the TalkFree team. So come
Yeah,
through, man.
come
Let's do
down.
it.
Talk
Just send me
free.
what flavor y'all need. I got y'all.
I'm there. I'm
All right.
there.
All right,
Yo,
bet.
but can we say why these Cavs is crushing these Celtics? I'm mad. I'm glad. I'm sorry. I'm not mad. I'm glad I put money on the Cavs tonight.
I'm just mad it's so bad.
Yeah, I'm
like,
about to watch.
I ain't gonna hold you.
No,
I
I'm
thought
happy
it would be closer.
because the Cavs had to win by 6, and I'm happy the
I
score.
just thought it would be closer. And
genuinely, I'm very.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
it's
but
not popping, yo.
yeah. All right, well, this is episode 15 of the Talk Free podcast.
The effect episode.
The Effect episode.
The effect
Yes.
episode.
Radio Shack, my man Ricky,
Yes.
Del Dude,
Delaware
you know what I mean?
Originals.
Delaware
That's right.
Originals.
Delhats.com.
Cop up.
You got
Great
more than hats,
conversation.
though. It's just more than hats.
It's more than hats, but you know.
It's a brand, man. Lifestyle.
Always believe. You hear
Uh-huh.
me? Always believe, man.
you know.
All right, man.
We
That's
out.
a wrap.
Peace out.
Stand up.